won't go back there. I won't.
Your father is not a werewolf. You were not bitten by a werewolf. You will not become a werewolf. Any more than I will sprout wings and fly out of that window.
Speak up, Miss Talbot. Forgive me, but we can't hear you.
You moron.
That's an exclusive hype video here on MTG Roundtable. Hey, DJ Longhair here in the house. Sorry about the little tiny delay. Yeah. So we got some people here. We still have some people hopefully popping in, but I kind of been rushing today. So I haven't even got to read all the stuff in the chat, guys. But hey, we got Moxman. How you doing?
Awesome, guys. How's it going? MTG Moxman here. Happy to be here. It's all good. Let's party.
All gravy. All right, we got MTG Gamingbob. No audio. All right, he's working on his audio. All right, Kenshin, one of our subscribers wanted to join us today. I'm like, sure, why not? How you doing, Kenshin? Hello.
Kenshin, where'd you go?
I'm right here, dude.
There he is.
Can you guys hear me now?
We can.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
man.
For whatever bizarre reason, it decided to switch my mic on me.
Yeah.
So
And then?
and no more in then.
Okay.
Back in action.
Yes. Hey, Chris Walker out there. How you doing, bud? Yeah, where's everybody at? We are okay. We are live, bud. Oh, get in there. Okay. I'm just reposting the post again. I don't know where everybody's at. All right. So today we are covering tons and tons of spoilers. So I missed the ones that popped up after 9 a.m. So unfortunately, I did not get those preloaded into the system, but I got all the ones leading up to 9 a.m. So we're going to get started. All right. So you guys want another hype video? Because I got another hype video.
Spin it, buddy. Spin it.
Spin it. All right. All right. All right. This one's to show the drama that's going to be in the in the new set, guys. And I don't know. This is getting me pretty excited.
Jeez Louise.
Isn't that epic?
I turned into a werewolf. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, geez Louise. You know?
So 80s style.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I remember I was like, maybe, look, that came out like in 86, maybe?
85.
Yeah, Team Wolf 85, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I just have one question for Moxman.
Sure, man.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? There's so much good stuff in the box. You got to watch to the end of my videos to find out what's in the box, and you got to record what's in the box.
Oh, you got to record it.
Yeah. Don't you pay attention? You don't watch to the end of the videos, do you?
No, I do.
There could be something very important when I hit 10K. and it has something to do with the box.
Oh man.
Hey, Pat, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Hey,
Popper,
Pat
how's
the
it going,
Popper, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, you know it's me. It's Pat. It's Popper. We're here live again in the stream.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
just us. I just had to do it. I
didn't catch up on chat. Is Tib joining us or no? God. Okay.
I need to be more animated. I'm so
Oh my
Mr.
God,
Rogers
you're
on
moving.
stream and people right, Oh, it's not a
Yeah,
static
no,
picture.
it's-
No, the last time was great, dude, because you were
But-
static pictures and occasionally it would change. And I was like, whoa. Okay, I thought that was still.
Dude, the craziest thing fixed my issue.
Yeah?
I have a Bluetooth dongle for my output speaker, and that's what was causing my issue with my camera input.
Oh,
Go figure.
Okay.
That's so weird.
Yeah, no, I hear you. All right.
Right? It's so bizarre. I'm like, okay. And then I guess it just decided to randomly change my mic input on the software here. I was like,
It's done
all right.
that to my microphone before. I've had my microphone get switched to the internal mic on the laptop,
Oh, God, I hate
but
that.
it should be using the Yeti. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear that. All right. I guess we're missing John and Tim, so hopefully they'll pop in. I got the link up, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and get into some of the older spoilers, and then unfortunately for the new ones, we're just gonna have to do it the old school way, guys. But because I missed them. I literally, like, I don't know. I was up till 9 a.m. getting these things done and in here. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with one of my favorite things in the set right now is Arlen, and here we go, guys. So this is gonna be these are gonna be all the variations of the set, guys.
Oh
So-
man, that just makes me want to buy the higher quality product because the higher quality work. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
most
actually
definitely.
torn. I like the artwork for the art on the full arts,
Mhm.
and I like the borders from the showcase, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't really like the art as much on the showcase. I'd rather swap the art with the borderless and the showcase.
Oh, right. Like if I could get the art from the borderless with a border.
With that showcase border.
Yeah.
I have to agree on that. Like, I love the full art, and I like the showcase, but if you just reversed it, it'd be a lot better. Like, I'm not really too crazy on the showcase art in this one.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
what that means
fine
is
with
they
me.
need to make another variant and make 4 versions of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't give Wizards any ideas, guys.
Well, I don't know. The hearsay on the street is that they're going down to 2 instead of going up to 4. I mean,
I think there's a lot of content creators, and we've talked about it here on the round table about just the inundation, just too much that it's great to give variety. However, I think you're beginning to confuse the buyers, right? And that puts them in a state of paralysis to where, geez, since I don't know what to get, I just won't get anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll just buy
100%.
reserve list cards. Thanks.
Yes, exactly.
okay.
Yeah, it's transparent. Yeah. I've got to agree with you. I was watching Gavin Vierhay today, and he had the video about if you buy this product, you have this item. If you buy this product, you can get these cards. I had to watch it 2 or 3 times, watch 2 or 3 other people. I swear I was about to write it down so I could start making a graph and a chart on it. I like the image we have on screen here because it says, okay, cheaper entry point on the left, middle entry point in the middle, higher entry point on the right. Okay, cool.
I had an idea for that actually, and if anybody listening steals my idea here, I'll just 10% cut will be fine.
yeah.
I just need to
make a phone app. Just make a phone app to track all the different variants, what products they're in, price points of each. Just like some sort of iPhone or Android app.
Well, there's actually an app that actually does that. I use the MTG stock app, which gives all the variants and all the prices and all the sets they were printed in, and also shows like a bar graph on the price that goes up and down as well.
But does it show which product in the set it's printed in?
I believe it does. Like you could go, if you scroll, it gives the picture, and if you scroll up a little bit, it gives you each version of that card.
Well, I mean, like, is it in the set booster? Is it in the set and what do they call those? The
bundle,
the color packs.
No, it doesn't.
Theme boosters.
Theme boosters, right? And that's what I mean, because
it doesn't
there's
give
some
you
cards.
that. So.
Yeah,
For
it's
example,
not quite that specific, but if you look, I also use MTG stocks quite frequently. If you use their main site where you go on their sets page, if you're quite familiar with the exact product you're looking in, you can find those different iterations of the
you can
production.
find the variations and stuff.
Yeah, but it's not easy. I think they make it specifically hard. Like, as someone who works for a state government, I think these guys make it hard. I know we do.
I work for the bureaucracy. I make it hard.
Oh yeah, like I get it. Like I'm inside the machine. I am the man. Like when people call me a government shithead, yeah,
yeah, you just own it.
Yeah, you're
if
right.
I could bring up like a very specific example for instance, and I mean, just as the average buyer doesn't want to have a PhD to figure out what product they specifically want to buy, and I'll give you a very specific card for an example. Well, actually, two of them: Stormheim Aspirant and the Youthful Valkyrie. They were only available in the set boosters and the theme pack.
Oh,
yeah, and the
from Kaldheim. Right, I wanted those, and I was buying products, before I knew which product they were in, because they didn't say that they were only in those products. Right, there was no list for that before release. So, like I said, it would be nice to have something that you could reference and go, "Oh, I want this specific card or this specific version of the card. Which product line in that set do I need to buy?"
Right. Well, that's something. Oh God, I hate it. Anyways, so I think that's just one of those things where, like, that's an odd hole in the market as far as a content creator to be able to go over that. Hey, this is where you can find this type, but it's.
Oh, you guys are free to steal any ideas I have. I was just kidding.
Yeah, I hate that. That's
anything.
something that you have to think about when you're buying product. It's not just this is a box of Magic cards. This is my I'm 33, so thinking back
specific, I bought a bundle. I bought a bundle and didn't hit, so I bought a draft box and didn't hit until it took me digging farther to go, oh well, shit, that sucks. I just dropped, almost $200, and I didn't even get a uncommon that I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, 2002, where you could just buy a booster pack and maybe it has, it has rares in it. It has a foil, maybe.
Right,
just that there's one product. That's what it is.
Real quick, guys. Real quick. Let me get my ritual done, and then we'll get into this card right.
Oh, do it full screen.
Yeah.
Give me some full screen out of that purple drink.
Yeah. Oh, full screen. Okay. Sure. Why not?
Oh, we deserve it. Come on, we're ritual here.
Oh, you're hiding.
Get Arlen off the page.
There you go. Oh, that's on the other side of Arlen.
There you go.
Good. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Full art monster.
full art, and alternate art can foiled, blinged out. Yes, okay.
Yeah, and since he's played no spells this turn, it comes in the daybound form.
Yeah, it came into play untapped. Now it's tapped.
Yeah, so that's something I wanted to talk about. For some reason, I find myself, I'm becoming the lands guy.
Yeah,
I gotta say, all of a sudden today I was teased with these new Duel Lands. I guess they did this in a previous Innistrad product, where if you have 2 or more lands in play, they come in untapped, and you can have both Duel Lands. What do you call them, Mox? Check lands? Check lands. I like that.
Check lands, yeah, because they take a couple lands to come into play. But they purposely did it this way, and they chose these lands, and they chose this set and format to do it in, because they still have pathways. And pathways can give you either or, And after you get a couple of pathways in play, you could play a check land and have that third land being whatever color you want. Or the pathways made you choose. It makes perfect sense.
All right, so let's cover our land while she's still up on the screen here. And then I'll go ahead and jump over to the land cycle for the set. I don't want to jump around too much because I got to do a lot of clicking. So, let's go and start off with this one, guys. I know this was yesterday's. I'm going to be going through all of them today. So we'll be kind of rushing through a couple of them. Plus, we have the new ones today that didn't get up into the system. So I tried, but I was up till like 9, 10 o'clock this morning. I got all the ones I could find. And then I was waiting for the spoilers to hit, and I finally crashed out and got up right before the show. So, yeah. Anyway, our land, the Pax Hope. So it's a 4-drop, 2 colorless, a red and a green. Legendary Planeswalker, of course. So this is the day-bound side. We'll get into explaining that in a minute. They kind of fix werewolves, sort of. So, +1, until the end of the next turn, you may cast creature spells as though they had flash. And each creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. Freaking love that. -3, create 2 wolves. So you do need something to flip her to get to the other side, which is going to be the day and night token. Excuse me. Okay, here is the other side if you get to flip her to the night side, which is the Arland of Moon's Fury. And again, this is the nightbound side. The +2, you get to add a red and a green. That's pretty cool. And then 0, you can turn her into a 5/5 werewolf creature with trample, indestructible, and haste. So stealing a little bit from Gideon, but did her first version do that? I don't think so. What do you guys think?
I'm just thinking doubling season on the first side of that card.
Oh, yeah, 4 wolves.
Yeah.
And everything gets 2/2 instead of 1/1 tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could. I'm just thinking all these different. Put in an Ozolith, you put in a little doubling season. It starts to get pretty nasty. You start screwing around with Scute Swarm.
Yeah,
I could see this
pretty
getting
sick pretty quick.
Yeah, this gets naughty.
And was she like a 4-drop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And there's no ultimate. That's what's kind of odd to me.
It's part of the powering down they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, here's what's odd to me. So it's a planeswalker on both sides, right? So what happens to the loyalty when you flip it?
Oh. Huh.
Well, if you don't have to be quiet, I was getting back to addressing your issue, but I just wanted to get this card done. Yeah. So Woolwhip was saying, so there should be 9 variants, 3 arts in each of 3 border variants. Okay. So he's doing the math, saying there's 9 variants with 9 variants on the flip, the 81 possible variants. Holy, wow!
Oh my God.
Wow,
That's crazy.
So think about the slow lands. Okay, now I'm going to put up the lands right now because the land cycle's not bad, guys. I don't know what you guys are expecting. We're not going to get triumphs this set.
No.
Thank God.
Actually, I was surprised. I thought it's a solid land.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know what people are complaining about.
I've got to say it's at least pathway quality.
Yeah, I think it fits perfectly with the pathways. I like the art, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I like the transition.
Honestly, I don't necessarily see it like in the same vein as the pathways because these produce, while it's up, the 2 different colors once it's in play, right?
Yeah.
There are other lands that I think that they're closer to, like the reveal lands, where you reveal a card and blah blah blah, comes in potentially untapped. So this is much like those potential untapped, or the ones from Commander Legends and Battle Bond, where if you have 2 opponents, they come in untapped. So there's an if condition, untapped dual land, except these also are not fetchable. Honestly, I think that the pathways are sort of their own unique beast, which I like, because they always come and play untapped. And they are color fixing. But I don't know; these fall in a different category for me. I like the fact that they're the allied versions of them.
Yeah. So we got the allied now. I don't remember what set. You guys are more knowledgeable than I am. but doesn't this finish the set, Mox?
I'd have to look to make sure, but it could.
What this reminds me of, it takes me back to Scars of Meriden with the sea chrome coast and the dark slick shores. The only difference between the set is the other ones you had to have less than 2. These need more than 2.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So this isn't the Rush Land. This is the
Slow Land.
Yeah, Slow Land.
Okay, it's a Slow Land. Okay. It's still not bad. For standard, of course, we finally have some okay duels. I mean, the other ones came into play tap from Kaldheim, but we got all of them. So this is finishing out a set from somewhere. Mention in the comments, guys, if this does finish out a land set, because these look all seriously familiar. You know, I don't recall what set it's finishing or from what set, but at least they finished.
Maybe like Bob was right saying the battle bond, maybe.
Battle bond?
Well, battle bond is the opponents, isn't it? Number of opponents.
Yeah. It was by how many opponents you had. Yeah. Okay. So let me get to another card here, and this one popped up on Reddit, I believe. I'm not sure if this is an official spoiler or not, but it looks legit. We got Tobilar. Yeah, Tobilar, Dire Overlord. So it's a 3-drop legendary human werewolf. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Always love that. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves or werewolves, it becomes night. There we go. So we have one that's changing the night side, right? Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. That's pretty dope. So if you have 3 out, you can automatically go to night. And then it says whenever. So we're keeping the text from the first side, which is of course any wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player. Draw a card. You got an X ability. Target wolf or werewolf gets +X/+0 and gains trample to the end of turn. And this is the nightbound side. An actual commander that commands? No way.
When I saw this card, I think werewolf commander decks instantly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Just raises its hand and says, "Make me, make me."
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Oh no, it's definitely
Innistrad,
huge support for that.
He was like the biggest card from Innistrad, the wolf there. He's used as commander too. I forgot his name, but he was red and green too. Oh man, this is what happens when you get old.
Yeah.
That's true. I gotta look stuff up, man.
I mean, the first thing that jumps out at me is that they're saying that werewolves don't count as wolves.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely a different moniker.
Yeah, it's kind of bummed, but at least this one helps wolves and werewolves. So definitely,
it does. But I don't really like that distinction, right? Because now on that other commander card that we had before this, she creates wolves, which don't count as werewolves for other things that kind of like, the fix that they did for dogs recently.
Yeah.
And then they also do it for cats. Where dogs are hounds or whatever, there's so many things that are dogs now. And and it's not like there's so many werewolves that you can't just say, look, we can help that whole tribe out by just considering a werewolf a wolf. Right?
Yeah. Exactly. That's kind of a bummer. I'm going to go and move on to the next card. This one I just happen to have right here.
That's the Rock Cleaver.
Yeah. So it's a 4-drop. Whenever a zombie you control dies, if it didn't have Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decay, and then Decay, guys, is basically it can't block. When it attacks, you sack it. So that's kind of a bummer, but hey, they're zombies, they're rotting. It definitely flavorful for sure.
I mean, you could actually combo that off for a lot of different things.
A lot of cards.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like I think of the Scarab God offhand. Just a lot of sacrificing. It's like altar of Dementia is another good thing. If you got to sack it at the end, make somebody mill.
And he has a built-in sack engine too. Beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a zombie if you do draw a card. So that's pretty dope.
Well, and you play it with Mortuary and Grave Pact and all those other things that, you know.
Sorry, guys, I have to run.
Already? All right.
It's 8:30 already, man.
Wow.
My wife and kid just got home. I got to go check in on the family.
All right.
Mox, man.
You bet you guys. I'll see you on the flip side. Have a great one.
Let me
You be well. Catch you.
Shop smart. Shop S-Smart. You got that?
Got that.
You got that.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Moxman. Hell yeah. All right. So let me get back to this guy here. Yeah, this guy's a good commander itself, especially if you have that sack ability. So that's going to be pretty sick. All right, let me move on to another card.
He's a lot cheaper than the Scarab God too. I'd probably put the Scarab God in the 99.
Okay.
In the 99.
I don't know. I think this would be a better 99er. I think Scarab God has a little better ability.
Yeah. All right. So we're moving on. We got a lot of cards, and we got to get the ones in from today. But this is Sigarda, Champion of Light. Did we cover this one before or no? No, I guess not.
No.
All right, this one's super interesting. It's a 4-drop. It's got Flying and Trample, which is great. Humans you control get a +1/+1, so it's the Lord. And then it's got Coven. When it attacks, you control 3 or more creatures of different powers. Look at the top 5 of your cards of your library, excuse me. And you can reveal a human creature card from among them and put them into hand. And then you may put the rest of the bottom in your library in random order. That's pretty interesting.
It feels like a patchwork quilt to me. I'm showing my age there, but
oh, really?
It's an angel fetching humans, and it's an anthem for humans.
Well, it's more. Well, it's like if you look at the other 2 versions of her, you had the one that gives you hexproof, and there was another one, I believe. But I think it's pretty good. It gives something white green because I remember playing Ravnica the first time, and Silencio was a lot of token and human based creatures.
Yeah, it might fit thematically, but it just feels slightly off.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's also not great.
Right.
Like it's fair to Midland.
And for a mythic, it's like, oof. I don't know.
Yeah, right. You know, I feel all of a sudden the comment from Moxman, this is the powering down.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to agree because if you take, I think the other one that gave you hexproof was the same converted mana cost. It was 2 colorless, 1 green, 1 white.
Okay.
Like it would almost feel, I don't know, better if it was like a flying human instead of an angel. It just feels kind of off.
The creature itself isn't bad. You got 4/4/4/4 flyer and trample. That in itself is worth it. But you get a bonus as she's a lord, and then you basically get to do the top 5 of your cards if you have 3 different creatures with different powers. So I don't know. It's not bad. It's not like
no. I'm not saying it's bad. It just feels a little disjointed to me on the design.
All right, so we got a lot of cards to get through today, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get on to the next one here. This one is Draft Shaft, but it's not bad. It's a 1-drop blue, of course, Investigate. So we're bringing back clues. And the spell is cast from the graveyard. Investigate twice instead. And you got Flashback on it. That's not bad. It's not a strategy I would play, but it's not bad.
I've actually been looking for Flashback cards, so I'm very, very keen for that mechanic. And basically, it's for the Primal Amulet and Rutha.
Okay.
That's a deck idea I've been working on. Because you want to be casting instants and sorceries as much as possible to trigger Rutha, to get the counters on your Primal Amulet, if you're not familiar with that. It's the flip artifact from Ixalan. And once you flip it and you tap it for mana, it doubles the effect of the spell.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of investigate with Streets of New Campetta, since it's supposed to be a crime, sort of set. Yeah,
I like
think.
investigate.
Yeah, I have no issues with it. I just think that that's going to be one of those abilities that we start seeing a lot of action from in 5 or 6 months from now.
I think it would be nice to see more, spell-based decks that could potentially be competitive.
I'm wondering what we're gonna see with the brothers set and Dominaria reunited. I think that we have a good chance for a lot coming up there.
Artifacts. It just feels like artifacts coming out of there.
Yeah.
Well,
I like this art on this card. I like it.
It's
a good card actually.
Yeah.
My brother was a big fan of Sandra. He would definitely love this card, and I like what it does. Like the flashback is not too expensive. And it's an X spell. Who doesn't like X spells?
Yeah, right. So we got Light Up the Night here. It's X and red. So Light Up the Night deals X damage to any target, deals X +1 damage instead if the target is a creature or planeswalker. Okay. And then the flashback, remove X loyalty counters from planeswalkers you control. You may cast this spell this way. X can't be 0. Okay. So, all right.
Yeah, you can't flashback it unless you have a planeswalker that has
right.
Yeah, but if
it.
you just take away a lot of that other stuff, X and 1 red deal X damage to any target.
Yeah,
just for that, if you take away a lot of the other ads, just base meat, take away all the gravy, you're dealing X damage and 1 red. That's not bad. I mean, with a lot of decks, you can just burn.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of drags it down a little bit is the fact that it's a sorcery, but it's still a good card.
Yeah, well, especially if you have something like Jesus, it's sitting over there on my cupboard, where you get to double the first spell you spend on every turn, or even doubling a spell and then you double that double spell.
Double vision.
Yeah, exactly, double vision.
And is Fiery Emancipation? Is that the one that triples damage from?
Triple any damage that would be done from any source. Yeah. So easily this could be put in very quickly to an ender.
For sure.
This could be in the epilogue of a game.
Like it reminds me of a powered down fireball from back in the day.
I don't know. It's kind of a powered up fireball.
Yeah, it's got some foolishness to it.
It is better than fireball.
Well, fireball.
Hey, Pablo. Hey, Unbreakable. Go ahead.
Fireball, you could go beyond the first target if you paid 1.
Okay.
This has one specific target.
But I mean, from playing Fireball, back in the day, at least, I haven't played Fireball in a very, very long time. It really wasn't that important to spread the targets around. It usually was your win con of, okay, I'm going to pump 10 mana into it, and you're
channel fire. Yeah, the whole channel. Yeah,
It was usually your win con. I need to do 10 points of damage. Bang, here you go.
Yeah.
And I think that's where this has the gravy. It's a fine card. I have no problems with this.
I love the artwork. The artwork,
and it has a unique flashback ability, though I don't know how much you're ever going to see that played, unless they have something for us with it's going to be bumping up loyalty. I don't understand.
I run a Sandra tribal EDH deck in memory of my brother. It's decked out all foiled, and I use the flip Sandra as the commander. And I have like every version of Sandra and then just a whole bunch of burn.
Nice. Let's go and move on to the next one here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what's our next tease here? Show me,
next tease.
DJ.
I have not seen this one yet.
We got Jadar straight off of
Cool Color of Nephalia.
Yeah, 2-drop, baby. Legendary creature, human wizard. Beginning of the end step. If you control no creatures with Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw different couple of versions of this. Yeah, that's not. I see this as pretty decent. You can definitely do some shenanigans with this.
For sure, definitely. You want to put that with Will Help that we just saw. So yeah, not bad, not bad.
Well, for 1 and a black, it puts out 2 creatures, right? On its first turn.
If you control no creatures with Decay, you create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decay. So
yeah, so if you don't have a zombie out, boom, yeah, he comes out with a 2/2 Decayed zombie.
Now my question is, are they gonna make all change the zombie type to have Decay, or is it just strictly to this product that has the keyword Decay?
No, that's definitely going to be just this. They're not going to go back and errata all other zombie. Yeah,
no,
this is with Decay.
Right, these are all the new zombies for the set are probably going to have Decay as their
key thing. I remember back in the day when they went back and changed all the lords into the actual type.
I agree with you, Pablo. And you want to talk about shenanigans? I mean, throw Skull Clamp on the Decayed thing. Yeah, it's like, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
I was just looking at some sacrifice decks. You know, I run a Sliver deck right now, and I'm trying to change it to Sliver Commander. And just the amount of, sacrifice naughtiness. Yeah. I run a Sliver deck right now.
I think that's you, Bob.
Well, we're getting some very odd feedback. I want to say that's from Kenshin.
That was for me. I actually went back to the other page to read the chat.
Oh, sorry, man. No worries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
you can read the chat here if you just go over and look at the comments.
Yeah, it's on the right hand side.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Look up because let's see what was the. Oh man, I'm looking at the translation for this, guys. Bear with me. Was the contortionist, and I meant to copy this and throw it somewhere. Did I do that? I hope I did.
True Contortionist enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it.
Mm-hmm. And then it's got Coven at the beginning of your end step. If you control 3 creatures with different power, so that's the Coven ability. Okay. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. That's not bad.
Yeah, the set feels very, counters matters feel to it, which can be interesting.
Yeah, with Ikoria going out and the Ozolith not being in action anymore, I could see Modern getting shaken up pretty decently with this set.
Pablo's from that area, so he says, yeah, it's Portuguese. He translated it manually. Good for you, Pablo.
Obrigado, Pablo.
Way to go, Pablo.
All right. Let me move on to the next one, and then we got to track down the new one. So if you guys or see anything that's missing from this, because again, I was up till about 10 a.m. getting all the recent ones. All right, so we got a beggar. Beg it.
Disturbed. This is interesting.
Yeah. We got Beloved Beggar for 2-drop. It's a human peasant. You can disturb him to flip him, so that's cool.
Disturbed.
And 0/4, he comes into a Generous Soul, so now he's a 4/4, flying and vigilance. And if you would be put into the graveyard from anywhere, you exile him instead. I don't see the advantage of that, but that's still pretty cool.
I mean, it's a 0/4 blocker in the beginning, and then late game, bring it back for 6 as a 4/4, flying vigilance.
Mm-hmm. Or if you guys go to Night, which I'll get to that card here in a minute, hopefully you guys will be able to help explain that a little bit. Let me go ahead and get onto that right now, actually.
I've got to say, it's quite a convoluted mechanic.
Yeah.
It's certainly mana intensive.
So I'm wondering if this works on the old Werewolves 2 as well. So this is it's a mythic token, guys, that you can pull. So this is the day token. It does look beautiful. Becomes day. As it becomes day, transform all nightbound permanents to the day side, which is that little sun symbol. Player casts no spell during their own turn. It becomes night next turn. So, and here is night. and basically this is just to kind of keep reference. But yeah, permanents. Oh,
Mythic
this is different
token.
though. If it's night, permanents enter the battlefield as nightbound. That's cool. If player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn, it becomes day next turn.
Is this the first mythic token
that has a mythic on it? I think so.
I think the first printed one. Other tokens technically come in with the same rarity quality of the thing that generated them, which is just like a whatever. But I think this is the first printed mythic token. Yeah,
it's the first time I remember seeing the foil symbol on the bottom of a token.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so they changed the wolf mechanic. Basically, you had to do a bunch of stuff to be able to flip a card, if I remember correctly. I didn't play during the original Innistrad block. You guys could probably explain that a little bit better, what the difference is, because the wording is very similar on these. You know what I mean? Nothing.
I did not play during that block either, but from what I've understood, in the spoilers and people referring to them, I guess there was no way for something to ever come in previously as nightbound, and there was no distinction between daybound and nightbound. It was just the transform mechanic. But with this now, if it's nighttime, permanents can enter the battlefield as nightbound. So in a very specific way, this has changed it a little bit, and it's not so much that it requires errata going back, changing shit, but it seems as though this is just in a very minute way changing the way the mechanic works.
Yeah, because I played a lot during that set, and you'd have to play like a certain number of spells to transform it. Let's take Garruk for the cursed, the transforming. Like you'd have to do damage to him to transform to get to his other side. And the same thing with werewolves. Like you had to play a number of spells. If you played too many spells, they'd transform back, or not enough spells, they transform back. Or you could just cheat the system and play Moon Mist, which transforms all your stuff as an instant.
I see.
But this gives it a little bit more clarity, like Pat said, which I like, because there wasn't a really big support of werewolves in that set. You had the Huntmaster, the Phalos, and a few other ones.
So here's the angel that was proven yesterday. So we got Enduring Angel for a 5-drop, and it's got flying, double strike, and you have hexproof, which is awesome.
As a person, but not the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Which
odd specification. The player hexproof,
yeah,
which I think is actually more important.
Yeah. So if someone's trying to shock you to the face or board wipe you, they can't because it's hexproof.
Or if they're trying to target you to discard, or the whole host of things.
Yeah. Now, this was confusing on this card though. When we get to the flip side, so if your life total would become reduced to 0 or less, instead transform Enduring Angel, and your life total becomes 3. Then if Enduring Angel didn't transform this way, this is where it's screwy. If they go to night and it didn't transform by losing life, you lose the game. So I don't like this card that much.
What do you mean?
It's awesome.
Why would night affect that?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because look, if okay, so if you went below 0, I guess, then if the angel didn't transform this way, you lose the game.
Right. If you play it while it's night, you lose.
Why?
Because it comes in as nightbound, that card. And if you didn't play it,
why? Can you show me nightbound then? I'm not.
That's the nightbound.
Yeah, flying hexproof.
But the power side of it, if you didn't play it from your hand and it didn't,
is that what the symbol in the top left?
Yeah, the top left. If it's a moon, it means nightbound. But on the daybound side of it, if it doesn't come in if it doesn't transform on the battlefield, you lose. So if it's at nighttime when you play it, it'll automatically come in and be transformed into the Nightbound mechanic, and you'll lose.
Huh.
So sorry, there's a bug here. If you play it any time while it's the Nightbound mechanic, you'll lose. Because it'll come in and instantly transform. It enters ETBs face side up, and then because it sees the mechanic of Nightbound, it'll transform.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little confused about, because
you just have to be really careful when you play it.
There's only one combo I see where I would ever really play this, and here you go, people. Aetherflux Reservoir, you know.
Yeah. So
you heard it here first tonight on the live stream.
I mean, I haven't seen anybody talk about that, but I mean, that's what the shenanigans I see with this is. You have Aetherflux Reservoir out there, and you just nuke people, right?
Huh. Well, maybe guys in the comments, if you guys are watching this later, maybe explain this a little bit further, because maybe I'm reading it wrong, but because it says then after the life total thing, then, like, I guess if you lose below 3 and then they do some of the other shenanigans too before it can transform, I'm a little confused, guys, because it says
well,
then.
I mean, shock it, or I mean, like, lightning bolt it after.
Yeah, I don't
if it didn't transform. It's not saying if it transforms any other way. It's saying if it didn't transform. So I'm kind of curious if, in response to you using Aetherflux Reservoir and going below 0, right? So let's say you only have 20 life, and you go ahead and Aetherflux Reservoir, drop this thing and then nuke, and then they shock it or kill it somehow before it flips, like in response. Does that mean you lose the game?
Yeah, that's why I'm a little confused on this one here. Okay. Let me go on to another one here. Let's see in the comments if anyone has said differently.
Oh, thank you, Sherry.
Oh, hi, Sherry. How are you doing? Welcome to MTG Roundtable. If you hadn't smashed the like button and subscribe, please do so. We are so close to the 500 giveaway. I want to make this the third and final time I get past 500. It's been messing with me the last couple of weeks, I tell you what. All right, so we got... here we go. Festival Crasher. So it's just a devil, 2-drop. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Festival Crasher gets +2 until the end of turn. So you can cast bad instants and pump this guy up crazy.
Oh yeah, this just screams Storm Deck staple.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll be honest with you. It's going to go in my what is that? The Clever Lubomancer deck for sure.
It reminds me of the Flamekin there, the 1/4 for every time that you play an instant, it gets the power up.
Yeah, from M20. Yeah.
I mean, I'm already running it Boros in my Clever Lubomancer deck. This is going to slot in perfectly.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to move on to the next card here, guys. We have Galvanic Iteration. It's a 2-drop, and when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy, and then, of course, it adds flashback.
Oh, yeah. I like this card a lot.
I do, too, and I've been for the last couple of days, I've been toying with Calomax, and it seems really interesting because I want to build a stone version with Calomax, because what he does is he copies things and he gets bigger.
Nice. Well, glad you spoke up, Sherry, and welcome. Yes. Okay, and he watches every Thursday. Awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah, big up, Sherry. We appreciate it.
Hell yeah. All right, we got a Wolfie. I'm stoked for Wolves. I'm going to make Wolf Tribal. I've always wanted to.
Going to say that's one of my that Galvanic is one of my favorite cards that I've seen spoiled so far. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I think that's excellent card,
especially with the flashback cost.
Especially with flashback, right?
Yeah, that's and it's a really even at the flashback cost, 3 is decent.
It's low,
but now, to have 2 and a 3 as a flashback, yeah, that's crazy good. I worry. Yeah, I worry that they're going to overprint it, and we're going to see the price on that tank. With how many other things that they're probably going to hold as the air quotes pull cards, the chase cards. We're going to see Ren and 7 out of this set, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to have a lot of exposure to some of these spoilers we're seeing right now.
All right, we got
Howl of the Hunt.
Yeah, 3-drop flash, enchantment aura, enchant creature when it enters the battlefield. If a enchanted creature is a wolf or werewolf, untap that creature. And it gets +2/+2 in vigilance. It's not a bad little combat trick.
Good and limited.
Draft shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now moving on, we got
Triskaidekaphile.
Okay. So that's 5 times bad.
I got you. I got you, long hair.
Yeah. All right.
Triskaidekaphobia is the fear of the number 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm kind of curious where this gets 13 in it with Triskaidekaphile.
What
the second one at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 13 cards, you win.
Yeah.
This card is going to be abused hard.
Yeah.
It's very easy with this meta now to draw that many cards. Even with EDH as well. You got things to think twice. You have Jace that draws you cards. You got Brainstorm. Divisionation there that draw 2 cards. Yeah, it's very easy to get 13.
Yeah. So definitely I could see some shenanigans with this card. Not bad. You can definitely blue draw cards, so there you go. And then also it's not you don't tap her to draw a card for paying 4 to draw a card. So that's
no, yeah, exactly. If you have your engine going for infinite mana, you can just have this as a win condition.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd actually slot this into my Urza deck because all my Urza deck does is just spin and drop down Ulamog, and all I do is draw.
Wow. Yeah, I hear that. This one was spoiled early, but I love it for a 1-drop zombie. This is going to be in all the decks. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under control, put a 1/1 counter on Champion of the Perished.
Oh, yeah, and for so cheap, I think since it's not legendary, we're going to see full play sets of these in action.
It reminds me of it seems like it's time shifted.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Because the other card was every time a human came into play, it got a +1/+1. I forgot the name of the card, but it's the same thing. 1/1, 1-drop white.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to go look that up, Champ.
Okay, so this one, of course,
I could see this in that Jadar with that Jadar. I think that's gonna go well together. The one that we looked at earlier. The blue collar.
It just even a basic zombie deck. It's dope. I mean, put this with one of the zombie lilies, and boom, you're in action. All right, so we got Ren and 7. This is the full art.
This is going to be that big one. Nobody's going to have this. This is going to be a $50 to $75 card. Nobody's going. It's going to be as rare as Ren and 6, if not more. But I gotta say, I absolutely love the pumpkin, like the holiday Halloween season theme.
Yeah. He's gonna throw the pumpkin at you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we're gonna see another printing of this card in a variation for the Monster Bash or whatever they're doing for Halloween season with the crossover. We'll probably see something pretty similar but different for the Crimson Vow one.
Yeah, this is definitely going to help Matter decks for sure. Because that 0. Okay, so let me go and read off. I'll get one of you guys to read the next one. But anyway, so yeah, it's a +1. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all land cards revealed this way into your hand. I love the 0 ability. Put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Dope for landfall. -3. You can create a tree folk creature token with reach, and this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Then you got -8. Return all permanents from your graveyard to your hand. You get an emblem. You have no maximum hand size. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. Will this work in standard though? There's not a lot of land matters yet.
I'll be honest. I don't know where you would play this. This feels like a very corner case kind of card to me. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as Ren and 6.
Yeah, I'd actually use it in my Omnath deck with the landfall, the Lotus of Creation, because all I do with that is I just fetch lands, and it brings back all your fetch lands, which triggers Omnath. It'll trigger Scoot Swarm or anything that has landfall.
Again, I'm just for 5 casting costs for a mythic. I'm just not loving it.
This is very particular. Like, it would definitely go in with Lord Windgrace. You got Omnath, the red-green one. It's basically an instant slot into any Lands Matters deck. I mean, seriously, especially with the put any number of land cards from your hand into the battlefield.
Or landfall deck, yeah. I know what you mean.
I don't know. I'm not going to agree with you guys on that one. Sorry. I don't think it's an instant. I think for 5 mana, there's a lot of other stuff you can do that's better.
I don't like the card, but I see why it's sought after at this point.
I think it's sought after more for the name because it's a Ren and 7, and people love Ren and 6. What a 2 casting cost Planeswalker versus a 5.
I agree with you, Bob. If they would have made it a 4 casting cost, I would have liked it a little bit more.
It has to have other cards to make it good, right? And I just, I go back. I think I said it before with the command zone when they were talking about how, for your bigger casting cost cards, they need to be singularly powerful for investing that much mana in them.
Yeah. And, he only has the -3 to protect himself with the tree folk, but that's, I don't know. I like it. There's a very particular deck type. Of course, Lands Matters, landfall decks. It's perfect. Yes, I'm going to get the mana up to be able to pay for it. No problem. So there you go. But I don't really see it played otherwise. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the chat, or if you guys are watching this later. Let us know why you think, that's going to be a key card in like all these different deck types. I only see one deck type that I can use that particular one. I still want it. Don't get me wrong. All right, so we have Consider here. How about, Bob, you read this one off?
Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard, draw a card. So I think they got the order correct on this one. For 1 blue, this is an excellent card. Common. I like the fact that this obviously is going to be in those, the promo packs with that art on it. I mean, that'd be baller if they made them non-promo. Oh, it even says on a promo pack on the bottom.
Yeah, it's non-promo, but yeah.
This is just a fantastic card. I mean, the art is amazing. I've always loved steampunk. This is just a smash of a card.
Definitely. So I agree. It reminds me of like a cheap Surveil.
Yeah.
As well.
A Surveil cantrip, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things. So just a little aside, this artwork, do you think that's going to be the style that surveils all the way through to Kamigawa Neon Dynasty? Are we going to see this type, or do you think it's going to progress a bit more technologically? Are we going to see? I remember that Demo or Kaito, the Cyber Ninja, and he had that little polygonal raccoon on his shoulder. Do you think we're going to see something more steampunk or technological, cybernetic?
I think we'll see more techno in Kamigawa. I think if you're going to see steampunk, it's probably going to fit more in the streets of Capenna.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, moving on, guys. We got Infernal Grasp. Again, this is the promo you get in those special 3-pack cards if you win at Friday Night Magic. This one's pretty straightforward. 2-drop, destroy a creature, you lose 2 life. If you're doing life gain deck, this doesn't affect you that bad, but it's any creature. So it's not bad.
I like it just because it's a lot cheaper than Murder. It hits just about anything.
Yeah, nothing more to say than that.
And it's instant. Yeah, it's fantastic card.
Yeah, and it
Alright,
looks
bear with me here,
gorgeous.
got a little glitch.
I mean, it's solid work. I think that artwork specifically is going to bleed through that style that just says to me, wait for the next November release when you have that whole mechanic of losing life as a vampire deck. You're probably going to see something where that card specifically becomes notably better.
I get you. Yeah, for sure.
Play with fire.
Yeah.
Like the artwork. The artwork is amazing.
Go ahead, Kenshin. You can read this one.
All right. Player with fire deals 2 damage to any target. If a player is dealt damage this way, scry 1. It's definitely a nice little cantrip, especially for burn.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So this one's an older one. Is Join the Dance. And this is the promo version. So create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens, and it's got flashback for 5. It seems a little excessive for 5, but I guess you could keep that going. For 2 drop to do the 2 white human creature tokens is fine, but the flashback cost is a little much, but is what it is.
I guess that's why we fall into uncommon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. Of the last 4 cards that we saw, this definitely feels like the weakest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It kind of like if I want to make a token generate, I'd use Lingering Souls. It's just a lot cheaper. But then again, it gives the whole token feel of Celestia.
Well, how about Raise the Alarm? Much better.
Yeah. There's better ones that do that, but Draft Shaft. That's what I'm going to call it. Pestilent Wolf, 2 drop. Love my wolves, and you can pay 3 to give it Death Touch till the end of the turn. Draft Shaft.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it for a fact because it's a wolf. Like, you don't see too many regular wolves. Like, I remember playing in Scars of Mirrodin, and all I did was draft the 2/2 Infect Wolf because everybody passed them, and beating somebody in Chaff Draft with poison was ridiculous during that set. But
I mean, looking at the mechanics of this, though, I mean, you're seriously, for that to be anything other than a 2/2 body, you're talking 5 mana for a 2/2 Death Touch.
Yeah, that doesn't really, the feels aren't there for me on this. But hey, it's a wolf. You got your money worth.
I mean, you could combo it off with Finn too, giving it Death Touch and gives it poison if it does damage.
When would you play Finn? Turn 5?
Yeah, and it's also I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of this border work, and with the extended art going down, I think this is a hit.
I agree.
I like just aesthetically, just as far as aiming for set or collectors. I think this is going to have the few cards in it that are going to be really high powered and hold the line in the long term. These are going to be really nice.
All right, so you want to read this one, Pat?
Sure. Sarath, the Viper's Fang. For 2 colorless and 2 forests, you get a legendary creature that's a human warlock, coming in as a 3/4 with other tapped creatures you control have Death Touch. Other untapped creatures you have control. Other untapped creatures you control have Hexproof. 1 and tap. Untap other target creature you control or land you control.
That's spicy.
There's
I don't get
some shenanigans.
What I don't get is other tapped creatures you control have Death Touch.
So when you swing in with your team, it automatically gives you Death Touch.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Which will trigger like the black. That's not going to be in standard anymore, but it will trigger Finn. Will trigger just having Death Touch, and it's just crazy.
Oh yeah, put that swirl from Kaldheim in there with this Joker,
And then especially with that final 1 and tap, untap target land or creature, I think it was. You could definitely do a little bit, as long as you have a land that can generate more than 1 colorless, you can start screwing around really hard.
A green deck with a cradle.
Or even a colorless deck, that has a little bit of add some color to it. Yeah, that gets if they print that too much, it's gonna mess with stuff. But if they print it the right amount, we're gonna have something to chase after.
Yeah, that's a. I like that card better than the red 7.
I like those little abilities they put in, just those 1 or 2 line things that are hidden like way down in the bottom, or like when you get an uncommon planeswalker that has just other opponents can't play spells or abilities during other players' turns. It's like why? Yeah, right. You're cool. You're just breaking some of the base mechanics of how this game works. I like that. Thank you. You're 37 cents. Have a great night.
Yeah, exactly. Starling Wolf, we got a 1-drop. Love it. You could pump it for days if you want to. So
no, it's only once each turn.
Oh, lame. Okay. Draft Shaft, but still, can turn into a 3/3. That's cool. Gets +2/+2 till the end of turn, and you can only do it once each turn. So, I'd rather just pay 3 for a 3/3, but whatever. It works. Draft Shaft. All right, and now I think we have Unruly Mob, which it's pretty much that's the same one from War, right? Or am I doing that wrong? I don't know. 2-drop Unruly Mob. Whenever another creature you control dies, you put a 1/1 counter on Unruly Mob. More Draft Shaft.
I don't know. I can actually see this kind of comboing off.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So sacrifice counts as dying.
Okay, so now
that's like one of the odd mechanics is like doing an Orzhov deck with this in 3 months instead of 1. Looking forward to the vampire decks that's going to come out with the whole idea of sacrificing creatures. I think this will go by in the current set, the upcoming set, as reasonably unnotable. Whereas, somebody's a fireman. We're going to see, I think, in the next vampire set, this becoming a lot more useful.
Yeah.
Well, for sure. I think it's useful in an aristocrats deck.
I see that. Yeah.
So I think this is it's way more solid than those wolf cards, to be quite honest.
Yeah, as far as like a pauper deck, again, Pat the Pauper here. I'm just thinking, for a common, this is quite useful.
Yeah, anything with Sack Outlet, boom, you're freaking golden. Okay, so now these are the cards I was able to get before the spoilers. I think Magic spoilers will have the more recent ones, right?
To Walla Whip, you can pump that because it says until end of turn, so you can get both opponent's turn as a blocker and your turn as an attacker for sure.
Okay. I don't know, Pablo, if you're still hanging, might need your help in translating, but I do have a bunch of new cards that showed up today. So let me get this on the screen here, guys. Come on, computer.
He said he went to bed for the night or some such, but let's see if my Spanish is up to snuff.
Okay. Let me get this off the screen here. Okay. And then just bear with me, guys. And I'm getting over to Magic Spoilers, which has the ones that were spoiled today. And as soon as my computer would like to work. Hello.
And hey, while you guys have the time, go down and comment. Say if you want to see something different. If you're looking to have me and Kenshin, maybe we're going to get Cam soon. You guys want to see that? Put some comments down below.
Well, I do have the Cam. It's just that I don't think
take all the steam away. I tried. I really did.
Well, I don't think you guys want to see like 16, closed circuit TVs behind me.
I do.
No, that would be great. No, I think that would stream really well. It'll look like the Matrix.
This is all I do at night is I watch The Office at a front desk, looking at 16 different cams.
I'm looking at Crackheads and Magic the Gathering.
Dude,
That's what it is.
It's like, holy moly, are you in Willimantic, Connecticut too?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were those two different things?
Yeah.
What?
Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. I can blow up the screen a little bit, guys. Unfortunately, these I did not get into the program before, so let me see if I can get this a little bit bigger.
What if you hold Control and scroll your mouse wheel up? There you go.
Let me see if that is.
And then if you close that ad from IGN.
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Fallout 76 is an underrated game, but
all right. So we got Ominous Roost. It's a 3-drop. When it enters the battlefield, or whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, you get to create a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying. This creature can only block other creatures with flying. Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I think that's generally everyone's feeling.
Yeah.
Hey, on behalf of DJ, what up, Kevin Kev?
Yeah. Yeah. How's it going, Kevin?
Hey, Kevin. What's going on, buddy?
Okay. We got the Village Watch, and it has haste, 5-drop for a 4/3. And then the other side, we got Village Reavers. The werewolves you control have haste. That's awesome.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, as long as you're playing this on your night cycle, you could do something naughty with this.
So let me ask you this: what is the cost if it's night cycle? It's still the front side cost?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would assume so.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what Gavin was saying
That's
earlier.
definitely a good question.
So if it has no casting cost on the back, Gavin here, Vierhay was saying that the front cost is going to be the casting cost if it's night bound.
Oh, it's so annoying with the ads. Okay.
So and I guess part of that is, what about the things that, target creature that has, what it's not mana. Is it mana cost now? Is that what they call it? I can't
yeah, mana value.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So does it count when it's on the other side as mana value from the flipped side? Because usually they say that side doesn't exist.
Oh my, yeah, like with some Ugin. Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
I assume so. This is going to be some arena BS. We'll have to figure this out a week before release.
Yeah, most definitely, because it's just weird because they don't have any value.
Right, and typically when you talk about Magic, they say that the other side of a card doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, because you play the front
game,
side.
it doesn't see it.
Yeah,
which is why I was talking about earlier with the flip Planeswalker. What happens to the loyalty?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, this time they actually put the whatchamacallit, the loyalty counters on both sides, so that's cool. All right, we got Dull Stitcher here. And is that Portuguese again or Spanish?
That's Spanish. I can read some of that.
Well, we got.
It says it in English, anyways. Yeah.
So it's a 3-drop for 2/3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. That's pretty cool. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more creature tokens, you transform Dull Stitcher. Okay, so getting on to that night side, and you got Toy Factory. Oh, that's cool. Artifact. Creature tokens you control lose all abilities and have base power toughness 3/3. Interesting. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may transform Toy Factory.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Tokens, huh?
Yeah. And for blue and black, I mean, you definitely have that zombie thing going on. You can totally get this out.
So would this get around the whatever, the pilfer guy?
Brazen Borrower?
No. It's not the pilfer. It's the one that gives you the artifact that does damage to you at the beginning of every turn that you can't attack with.
Oh,
the goblin.
Relic Robber.
It will.
Yeah,
Yes.
Relic Robber. Will
Abilities.
this spoil Relic Robber?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because it turns everything into a base 3/3, so it doesn't matter what you have. Your
That's
creature
cool.
tokens are 3/3 now, so it doesn't matter. All right, going on to the next one here.
Village Watch.
Yeah, but that one we just covered. Okay, so we got Famaged Foragers for 4-drop. When enters the battlefield, if opponent lost life this turn, add 3. Ooh. That's only when it enters the battlefield, so you get a 3 discount if you smack your opponent around. Pay 3, discard a card, draw a card. Okay. Draft Shaft. It's not bad, though.
Right. If there's something that's tap, do 1 damage, you know, that's all you need for an activated ability to get free
like
mob.
that.
Well,
The cantrip, the red cantrip. You know, just sit there, poke them for a damage. Play this, get 3 mana, and then if you have like something to discard to draw a card, and then play Madness from it.
Well, I'm actually kind of thinking more like teleportation circle, that kind of stuff. Things that you can
Blink it, yeah.
blink it,
Mm-hmm.
do a point of damage, like that red. What's the red enchantment from Commander Legends that does a point of damage during every upkeep? The one that makes you the monarch, the court of, I don't know, was it Ambition or something?
No, I want to say that's black.
It's the red court, whatever the red court is.
Court of Cunning? No,
Sure.
that's blue.
It's the red court. I'm just saying that, you know, something that would do something like that, and then
Court
you have
of
the ability
Ire.
to blink it, you know.
Well, you can do that sword from Monorizes too. The one that's
Off and home. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just, when it attacks, boom, bring it back in with the land. So that's pretty cool. All right, we got Draft Shaft here. Storm Raider Spirit for a 5-drop.
Yeah, wow.
Flash and Flying for a 3/3. Not too excited there.
Nah, holy craptastic on that one. That's whew.
Yeah. All right, we got Brimstone Vandal, another devil for 3-drop. It's got Menace. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as Brimstone enters the battlefield. Okay. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, Brimstone Vandal deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
and Menace too. That's pretty good.
For 2/3, it's not bad. All right, Curse of Obsession. So is this out of Commander, or is this
Yeah, that's out of the Commander slot. So this will be one of the 8 cards that are only available in either set or collectors.
I believe the way they had it before was an ancillary slot in the collectors. So if you're not buying the Commander decks and you're buying collectors, you should be able to get this. So Curse of Reception is a 5 drop enchant player. Beginning of a enchanted player's draw step, that player draws 2 additional cards. Oh, okay. At the beginning of a enchanted player in step, that player discards their hand. Ouch.
Madness. It screams madness.
Well, and you play it with what's her name? The was she red, blue? I can't remember what color she is from Commander Legends that you just tap to end your turn. That and the Sundial of the Infinite.
Obeka.
Yeah, Obeka, the Brewer Chronologist. Yeah, you play it with her. You play it with Sundial of the Infinite. You play it with was it Grafted Skullcap? Is it the right one? Where you draw extra cards. You could draw a boatload of cards for sure.
Yeah,
every time.
And then the definitely fun in Commander for sure. Defenestrate. Am I saying that right? Defenestrate.
Defenestrate.
Defenestrate. Okay, so it's a 3-drop kill spell.
Yeah, it's Defenestrate.
Defenestrate. Okay, destroy target creature without flying. Definitely Draft Shaft. Good for kill spell. Mainboarding, I'm not so sure. Depends on. I mean, in standard, I don't know how many kill spells are, but I think there's better ones.
There are, but it's solid.
Yeah,
definitely in a draft. I'm taking it.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got an Arrogant Outlaw, a Vampire Noble. He's looking a lot like Tybalt. When an Arrogant Outlaw enters the battlefield, if opponent lost life this turn, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Ooh.
Oh wow.
That's not bad.
Oh, that just I want to blink the shit out of that.
Right?
Over
That's
and
exactly
over.
what I was thinking.
And, get a yeah.
All right, and
not a bad body. A 3/2.
Yeah. Dawnheart Rejuvenator. That's a 4-drop and human warlock. And when it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and it's mana dork. Add 1 mana of any color.
Kind of pass for me.
Yeah, in draft it's not horrible. Okay, so we got Visions of Ruin. 4-drop. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact. For each artifact sacrifices away, you create a treasure token. Nice.
That would fit right in with Magna.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's got flashback for what? 10? Jeez. The spell costs 10 less, or sorry, X less. Cast this way from flashback. Okay, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or in the command zone. Oh, so you still get a discount if the commander's in the command zone. Interesting.
So, like, you want Zorn and Academy Manufactor at this, maybe in a Dockside Extortionist in the game, Magda. Yeah, you want all that kind of synergy. It's not a bad card.
So we got a vision block, basically. Visions of Dominance for 3-drop. Put a 1 counter on target creature, then double the amount of counters on it. Nice. Then you have the flashback again for the 10, and it costs less, where X is the greatest mana value of the commander you own on the command. Okay, so that's just going to be a static ability for these vision cards. Okay, interesting. Then we got...
I love that that's double the amount of It's double the amount of 1/1 counters on it.
Yes, most definitely.
That could get very abused.
Oh, for sure. And with doubling season 2, ugh. And any of the other ones, man. All right. We got Visions of Duplicity for 3-drop. Exchange control of 2 target creatures you don't control. That's always fun.
That needs to be an instant. Like, it's kind of awful without it.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, got Visions of Dread for 3-drop. Target opponent puts a card of their choice from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Okay. So you don't get to pick, but if they have creatures in the graveyard, you can just play this and snag something.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 I think that's generally that's our consensus is yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got Visions of Glory. Create a 1/1 human creature token for each creature you control. For 5 though? If you have a bunch of creatures, it's worth it, I guess. All right, so we got I don't have anything else on that. Anything, guys?
I think that whole cycle of visions is kind of meh from all this.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, that all of the visions, I like the artwork. I like how they put a reflection in every piece of artwork, but the mechanics of the card are underwhelming. It's like the ultimatums. I don't see when they're really going to actually work.
Well, so you get there, it's cool, but yeah.
If we could just rehash this real quick and just go back through like a quick scan and saying, I think the red's the best and the blue is probably the worst in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Well, it's for sorcery, you could do it before you attack, so there's that. But
I kind of like Visions of Glory because if you're playing
token,
yeah, exactly, you can just double everything. Yeah, I know it's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty expensive for 5, but once you have 10 tokens on the battlefield and then you're able to spend the 5 mana to double it, it starts getting dumb.
Yeah,
it can, but I like the idea that everybody has to sack an artifact, right?
Yeah,
especially early on in the game. What was it, 3? Can you scroll up to that real quick, the red one?
Yeah.
So imagine that in a commander game. 4, sorry. So people are going to have in a commander game, you're going to have your Soul Ring, your Arcane Signet. If they don't have something that's sack worthy, like a treasure token themselves, this can be really painful. Yeah. And then it gives you the benefit. It doesn't just straight destroy it like a lot of destroy all artifacts. It gives you a token a treasure token for each one that died that way. So
I think I like the red and green one the best.
Yeah. Yeah, the red and green are definitely spicy. The rest is kind of all right, so going to Might of the Old Ways, more draft shaft, but it is instant, so that's cool. You get a +2/+2 at the end of the turn for 2-drop, and then if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, draw a card. It's good for draft.
yeah, this is gonna be strong in draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean 2 for 2/2 until the end of turn. That alone is acceptable.
Strong.
And then you get the draw. Then you get the draw card, so it replaces itself.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's strong. In draft, and now I understand that's a draft card only. I can't imagine somebody playing that in a
good old
another
candle
deck.
trap. 1 enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature has defender. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. Coven, 2 and a white. Sacrifice candle trap. Exile enchanted creature. Activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers.
I think that's pretty spicy.
For one.
I think it's going to see a lot of play in the standard.
Oh yeah, this is a very acceptable pacifism.
Yeah,
it only has defenders, so it can only block. Okay, cool. For half as much, it does half as much.
Yeah, I can even see it being played in historic. I mean, you
And
sit
then
there
prevent all combat damage too. So it's more realistically, it's pacifism because it has defenders, so it can't attack, and then prevent all combat damage by this creature, so it doesn't do damage.
Correct.
Right.
So it's pacifism for one.
Yeah. But you can still block with a creature, so that's and then you could sack it. I mean, they have a big spread out.
Yeah,
boom.
you can block with it, but it's a block that doesn't kill.
Exactly.
Well, no, you don't sack it. You sack their creature, right?
Yeah.
So I like that. It's an exile. Or you sack the candle trap and you exile. So this answers a lot of those, brash taunters and ridiculously.
It's at least as good
cards.
as some of the uncommons I've seen as preview cards.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I can see this mainboarded for sure. I mean, this is it does the things, guys.
I see this in constructed for sure.
Oh yeah, that's gonna mess up the pauper format.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna go in all of them. So Candlelit Cavalry, 4 and a green. Human Knight Coven. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, Candlelit Cavalry gains trample until end of turn. 5/5 for 5 CMC. That's for a common
Draft shaft.
Yeah.
Draft shaft, yeah. Or shaft, yeah.
On this night, the dark will fear us.
Cool flavor text, but that's about it.
yeah, right.
All right, this one I have to click because it's a flippable. So we have the Bait Hook Angler. 2-drop on the sunny side of life there. Disturb, you get paid 2 to flip it. And then you get Hook Hunt Drifter. Oh, that's creepy. It's a 1/2 now instead of a 2/1. And then if Drifter will be put into graveyard from anywhere, exile or
It's not bad at all. It reminds me of the Delver.
Yeah, but Delver doesn't exile itself if it dies.
Yeah, I know, but it just reminds me of Delver's a lot.
It does. I thought of the same card, but I was like, oof, that exile is, unless you're looking specifically for an exile effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Tavern Ruffian. Met plenty of those in my day. It's a 4-drop. We're 2/5, and then this is the Daybound side. For the Tavern Smasher, I also met these guys at several bars. Nightbound to 6/5. Vanilla, but nice to 6/5. Jeez. It's all right.
I mean, a 6/5 for 4, if you do it right, that's a hate bear.
Yeah. for sure.
Especially if you have that one that gives them all haste. They'll be like, oof, that'll be rough to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you get to deploy during night side, that's pretty dope for 6/5. Hell yeah. Okay,
I
so
think
we got
this set. I think in the long run, we're gonna see. I personally don't feel as though a lot of these mechanics are gonna hold over until 2022. We're gonna probably see this in the next couple of months, and it'll be like energy. We probably won't see a lot of this day-night come back, but in the longer term, I think this day-bound, night-bound mechanic is gonna have a lot of power to it.
yeah. We got Avacyn's Memorial.
This is just nasty. Just outright. I'm gonna spec hard into this. I'm gonna wait 2 or 3 weeks after release. I think Avacyn's Memorial. This is gonna be a staple in long term. This is gonna be a powerhouse.
I don't know for 8. I mean,
for one less, you can have the other one, which gives you way more things.
Well, but for 8 as an artifact, it's easy enough to get artifacts in.
If you can cheat this, yes, but I don't know that it'll be staple.
And
I mean,
also looking for a legendary card or artifact card, there's a number of ways to get this into your hand.
Well, what's that snow instant? It's it's Search for Glory.
Yeah,
where you could search for a legendary.
Sylvan Scrying, search for legendary card.
I mean, but still, it's 8 guys. I mean, so it's probably relegated to only commander. I mean, unless you get some real trickiness.
Yeah.
And even at that 8 casting cost, I mean, the cards that you're talking about for 8 casting costs is a pretty in-depth dive that they do on Mana Curve. And boy, I sound like a cheerleader for the command zone, but they dove into it. Like, you end up playing like 1 7 cost or greater card in a commander game on average. It's like, okay, is this going to be your win con? I don't think so.
I need to pull up the card. Let me see. Yeah.
I mean, I want to like it. Don't get me wrong. And I love
like it too. The art's cool. I mean, it's a color I won't play, but still, I think the other one, it was in. I want to say it was in Type Spot Remastered.
Chroma's Memorial.
Yeah, Chroma's is way better, and it's 7 colorless. So you don't have.
But I don't think is it indestructible? I don't think so.
The artifact itself.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so either.
Chroma's Memorial, 7 colorless creatures you control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and pro black and red. Full stop.
Right.
Okay, so sorry, I need to read it again for my own.
It's like you want this with Avacyn herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's nice because if you're playing white, your commander's already indestructible without any
it makes your other creature, or is it just is it flying creatures are indestructible?
It's other legendary permanents you control.
No, I'm talking about Avacyn herself. Avacyn the Redeemer.
Oh yeah, I believe it's everything, including herself.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
Okay, got it. But for 5, if you're able to sack things, you have the Eldrazi Monument too. So.
All right. Well.
Okay, moving on.
Thanks for joining us.
What happened?
Wall Whip is heading off to bed.
Hey, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Woolwhip, for joining us. Appreciate it, bud. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Wooly.
Okay, so we got Brutal Cathar. It's a 3-drop. On the sunny side, when this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Brutal Cathar, exile target creature or an opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield.
That's pretty good.
Especially if you're flipping back and forth, yes. The Brute just is a 3/3 with first strike and ward. That's not bad.
That's really good because you have
ward 3 life. That's, I think, underrated as an ability because you don't. It's hard for a lot of decks to get life back.
Like the Witch is also the Segmor Witch. It has Ward 3. You lose 3 life too, I believe.
Huh. Okay.
The one that makes the 1/1 green life gain token for every time you play a spell.
Oh, the commander for the commander deck? No.
No, the Segmor Witch.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Here's some alt art. This one's kind of cool. The legendary creature, it's all black and white, kind of.
I like that. Yeah. That's pretty dope.
And then we have our land a little bit bigger so we could see it. Okay. And I think... Oh, that's cool. The Jadar alt art.
Yeah, I like these black and white ones. You know, they've got the extended artwork going all the way down into the text box. And I've got a couple of different looks. I'm not a huge Magic player myself, which I know, I'll be honest, that's terrible to say here. But the Magic itself, like the cards they're printing, the artwork, the abilities of the mechanics back and forth, I'm terrible at the game, but I love what's happening. You know, the systems, the different things that they have as far as abilities, and the different treatments that they're giving for everything. Like right there, the lands.
Those lands are going to look very nice foiled.
I was just going to say, absolutely, Kenshin. I think, like that right there, it looks like the foil etching from Commander Legends without that foil etching. Like in that little box at the bottom where it slowly shades over from white to blue, that's on point. And then you look at the top of it where it goes from blue shading down to white with the ocean to the beach. That, as just artist standpoint, that's a good looking item. Like I want to have that, whether or not it's utilitarian. Like Haunted Ridge, that looks good. That is a swamp and a fiery ass mountain, like Rockfall Vale. That just says there's boiling water coming down in this forest. Like these are good looking art cards.
I like how there's a scarecrow in every one of these, pointing to the lightest part of the.
I just noticed that too. That's
every one of them has a scarecrow pointing to like the sun or the brightest part of the card.
Yeah, and same thing with Haunted Ridge down on the just above the symbol. Exactly. You followed up just a little bit, and right there.
Okay. I was looking for a crow. I was like, there's a scarecrow right there. There he is over here on the ship.
On the left-hand side. Yeah, exactly. And you see him separate.
It looks like he's on fire
in the middle.
Farmland.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I go to Friday Night Magic every opportunity I have because they give away some great promos and you get to see stuff like this. You know, I think that they're really going to ramp up for 2022, the local gaming store experience. And they've even said this holiday season that they're going to be doing a big store championship. So if you have the ability to go to a WPN, you definitely should.
Like when this game first came out, I was a junior going into my senior year of high school, and I was actually in like a lot of art courses. That was my major, and that's what got me into the game. And the art, seeing the artwork from where it started and where it is now, it's amazing. Like even having conversations with Jesper and Ken, even Quentin for a while, and and Christopher. I was lucky to be friends with all of them, and just seeing where the art has gone and taken us over the years, and even the stories behind them. That's why, I miss the fat packs with the books because it just gave a lot of detail. And I'm hoping.
I even missed the one that has just all the art, and I'm sorry, all the cards that you can get. in the set. I miss that a lot because it's cool because you get the fat pack and you get to see what's in the set. You know, granted, yes, you can go online and find it, sure, but it's not the same. You know,
I'll be honest. I got some art books from Magic for Christmas, and I love them, and they're not that terribly expensive, especially some of the older ones. But the art is fantastic.
Wasn't there an announcement on the Magic Showcase? Sorry to interrupt, Bob. That there was going to be a new art book coming out.
Yes.
Yes.
It's already out, actually.
Oh, you son of a gun! You're costing me money.
yeah.
And
Kevin, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, bud. Breakable, yeah. The
Have a good night, Kev. Sweet dreams.
Good night, Kevin.
All right, so we got another one that we didn't cover earlier. Lenore, Autumn, Silvern. I know it's an older Commander spoil, but still. Legendary Human Noble Coven at the beginning of the combat on your turn. Put a 1/1 counter on up to one target creature you control. I like this because the latter part, then if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, draw a card. So you can token up to adjust to 3 different powers. So that kind of fixes that a little bit. But yeah, you can draw a card every time you have 3 more creatures with different powers. So
what is the card? MTG? Where you get an extra combat card?
What?
Where you get an extra combat turn?
Oh, there's a few of them. There's
Jesus! Yeah. I typed it in. It came up with like a gigantic splash screen. Yeah. So I'm just thinking like, oh, you could start doing some dumb stuff. Well, those are usually red cards, so going tricolor with this would be a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Naya. Naya is not really that hard to do.
This could get pretty fun. 0/4 though, so it's not exactly itself buffed for 4. It's I've got to say Midland. Like that's not super buffed up. That's a fair card.
I can't imagine that people are going to choose that voluntarily outside of the pre-cons for a commander.
Right, like 0/4 with a Coven ability. That's okay.
Which is likely going to be at least 4 turns before you can even get it to get the Coven ability, which draws you 1 card.
Yeah.
+1/+1. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I think I could do more with 4 mana.
I mean, you could always, use Howling Mine. But, I mean, it's just where things are, like, this is like, we all said it, it's powering down. And
Yeah, so here's the, we can have fun specking for a little bit to the end here. So, of course, this is Mark Rosebotter. This happened to be the guy commented here, so I don't have to go to another site, so that works. So these are things that you can expect from the set. We got 2 popular mechanics previously seen on Innistrad Return, which is the day and night break, I think. What else are we missing?
Flashback?
Flashback, yeah.
Or do they want to say flashback and the other graveyard mechanic instead, actually?
I'm not sure. So new drawback for creature tokens that let us create them cheaper. We haven't seen that yet.
Nope.
Did we see the white card that could potentially draw you a card each turn?
Nope.
Okay.
That is interesting. White having draw.
Well, they've been doing that since Strixhaven with that. What was the one that like you let somebody else, each of you draws 3 cards or something?
Huh.
It's like, oof. Oh, what was that called? Anyways, and then you had the Esper Sentinel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Esper Sentinel is pretty nice.
And then you had the priest out of D&D.
Yeah.
The 2/1 guy. That's a cantrip. Okay. So they've been giving white more card draw.
Yeah, they have. I'm not sure which popular Innistrad card that got reprinted.
I don't know if Snapcast is getting a reprint anytime soon.
Oh, I don't think they're putting that in this set. Not on a power down. That would be the opposite of powering down.
Yeah. I'm just answering Unbreakable. I remember Snapcast casters were so cheap at one point, and now they're back up again.
This is
You'll
interesting.
only see them reprinted when WotC can make money off of the product.
Yeah.
They might get a reprint in the next Double Master set. You never know.
Yeah. Okay, so we both agree.
It's going to be in a premium product.
Yeah. I mean, what's Masters Double Masters 2022? What are we specking on prices? 429, the 420. Hey, 420, right?
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'd go with 422.
I mean, at a month after, it's going to be at 666. That shit's going to go absolutely nuts. And if they do a double Masters, double VIP, because why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That's, as someone who works in like that type of product, like, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't we charge you more?
Yeah, I could see those packs starting off at like 200, which is ridiculous. But
yeah, that I see. I don't know about 420 for the you're talking about for the draft box.
Yeah,
no, wasn't it in the three?
Or are you talking about the collector box?
No, we're talking VIP because they made a lot of money.
No, I'm talking about when you said 420.
Yeah, for just the 30 packs, 36 packs or whatever of 2 rares, 2 foils. It'll be
I don't think they're going to double it from the last one. More than double, actually.
I'm seeing at least $369.99.
I don't think so. I think you're going to see it right around 250 would be my guess.
Oh my god! If that comes out at 250, I'm selling a fucking liver. I don't need the whole one. I just need a little chunk. I've got an extra kidney.
They're not going to stop printing these. I mean, you got, just in the last year, you got Time Spiral Remastered, you got the Modern Horizons. You're going to have these Master-esque sets coming out more frequently, right? And understand that you're probably going to see a lot of those cards not hold that kind of high price because of the reprints.
Oh, hey, guys, I just want to put a quick interjection, totally off subject. I just got to put it out there. Hey, I've been making a lot of money selling Zendikar Rising box toppers.
Yeah.
The box toppers, no kidding, are going for over $45 sold. I'm the guy selling them. No joke. Go on Rudy, buy the box for $85. Sell the box topper for $45. If you can't get $40 out of 36 booster packs, including Pathways, Agadem, and Ashaya, you're not making money. I'm just talking about me. I'm not a financial guy, just my experience going over a case. I'm making like 30 to 40% net profit. There's a market here people aren't seeing because this product was shat upon.
Well, the thing is on those box toppers is people are convinced if you use a high power flashlight, you should be able to see what the card is.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because I have high-powered flashlights. I have multiple box toppers because I sell Ikoria toppers. I sell the Zenny Rising toppers. I do the whole deal. Because I get that there's that gambler's fallacy. People absolutely love it. Moxman and a couple other guys have put out pretty good videos about is Magic the Gathering gambling. And specifically in box toppers is the most premium. Well, it's the second most premium with VIP.
Right.
Because if you're paying $100 for 30 cards, that's...
I could see VIP creeping up to 200 though. They're gonna have conveniently they're gonna have some shipping problems, driving the price up a lot. So if you guys get into Double Masters 2, if you could sit tight, you might be better off because those boxes are going to be insane. The VIP is going to be 200 plus. The box itself will be 400 plus because quotation marks shipping problems.
Shipping. Oh yeah, we'll see some ship stuck in another canal or some such. I was hoping to see Bob move. Nothing.
Well, I don't necessarily agree that they're going to be that astronomical. I don't think people are going to go for that high price tag on a draft box like that. I just don't think so. And I'll say the reason why. Like, if you looked at Modern Horizons 2, the collector box, it shot up instantly to like 500 plus right at release. And they have been hovering at that like 320 to 340 mark ever since.
Say, almost just under 350. Yeah,
they haven't printed anymore. You just got past the impatient buyers that had to have it right away.
FOMO,
right. Yes.
FOMO.
So could it be 400 at some point? Sure. If you're trying to be one of those desperate people to be the hottest thing off the
or a year from now,
sure.
You know,
but I would imagine that those boxes are probably going to be right around 250.
Yeah.
Now I do agree that the VIP packs, if they have them, will probably be at that $200 price point. I do see that.
Yeah, they know people will pay it. And,
and I want to say, forefront, Bob, I respect the shit out of your opinion.
Thank you. I thought they came with a giant butt.
No, full stop. No, that was it. You know, I can honestly see that you've been in this hobby, air quotes, for quite a long time. You have a very solid aspect on this. You're not new to it, and I can tell that you have enough financial backing to have spec'd into different products. You're not going down trading in $2 cards to get another pack to gamble. You have enough backing to be able to take the risks in different things and see it from a at least moderate standpoint in the hobby. You know, I'm just getting into it, but I also have enough to be able to spend into it. And I go down to my local gaming store and I see people with, you know, a couple of crumply ass dollars trying to get some cards versus people who have, you know,
I resemble that remark.
Yeah, you know, like I go down and I talk to my guy that owns the store, and we're on a first name basis, and I don't buy boxes because I can get them from almost distributor prices, as most of us can. And, you know, hey, you know, I like what you're doing here. I'll trade in my $2, $3, $4 cards. I'm going to sell the other stuff on the internet. You know, we see the financial aspect of it along with the player aspect of it.
Right.
All right, let's get back to Mark Rosewater's thing here real quick, and then we'll probably call it. But I don't know. Sure. Yeah, I want to get hyped for the set again. We have some exclusives to the Roundtable hype videos, so I want to do another one real quick here. And this one depicts the intense battles that you can have in Midnight Hunt. So this is going to be super exciting. Are you ready?
I will choose Ninchak Scimitar. This! What is it?
Oh no! Nandor!
Hey. No! Toby, no!
Toby!
Oh God. What the hell? That's cheating! Well played.
That's what we've been talking about.
Oh, hey, man. You think we could keep the bone?
Yeah?
Yeah?
That's okay.
Okay, cool. Cool, guys. All right, guys, spread out. Let's find that son of a bitch.
That was fucking hilarious. Hey, look, there's a Mox. Go fetch.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. And here's another one to depict the drama that you're going to have in Innistrad.
You may be surprised. Whatever it is, son, you can tell me. I'll understand.
No, Dad. No, not this time.
Scott Howard, this is your father speaking. Now open this door right this minute.
Okay, Dad.
An explanation is probably long overdue.
An explanation?
That was just such a good movie. Just that's when movies were good movies.
Michael J. Fox is probably one of the best actors of our era. I can see me. I know me. I can see Bob. We've talked, me and DJ. Yeah. Yo, Michael J. Back to the Future. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you have to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. What's up, DJ?
Okay, I was just gonna get back to this real quick because I want to end this soon here. All right, so we had a curse that transforms into a creature, so that's interesting.
Did we see that? I don't recall that.
No,
we haven't seen it yet. No.
I think we've only seen one curse so far, right?
So this is the teaser for teasers.
Correct. And then we got 2 permanents that can double something every turn. We have not seen that yet either.
Oh,
but that's interesting.
So a doubling season?
I don't think they'll repeat.
Says double.
No. Like you're right. That something that does a doubling effect, a chase card, as it were.
A popular Innistrad card gets reprinted.
Yeah.
A replication ring.
Because they wouldn't do Snapcaster, so it's got to be something else. Huh.
Was Snapcaster in Innistrad?
I don't know. Someone mentioned earlier. That's the only reason why I brought it up.
I think so.
But it wouldn't be that, because that they would say for a big money set.
Yes. Right. So Snapcaster Mage was in Innistrad, Monomastered 17, and Ultimate Masters, and a couple of other products, but Innistrad originally.
Okay. So you got a 2 permanents that can double something. Yep. Mythic Cycle. You may pay cost any number of times. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, so no. I'm thinking life or creature.
Like sack any number of creatures, maybe.
Right. Or that
number of lands.
Because this is our werewolf set. So humans.
Huh.
A mythic cycle.
This
cycle.
If you did this with like lands, where you could sack lands for additional mana, that would certainly make Ren and 7 a lot more appealing.
Right, and that makes sense because it says the word cycle. So like it's not just a couple of cards here, it's not a planeswalker, it's a full cycle.
Yeah, so each color should get one, and then they'll have different casting cost or whatever cost multiple times for something. I'm assuming blue is going to get one for card draw. You might get black of sacking creatures to get somewhere. I could see it.
A 4 mana blue aura.
Sorry about that. Computer's freaking out a little bit.
Nah, I gotcha. A 4 mana blue aura with you control enchanted creature.
I don't think we saw that either.
No,
not yet. Nope.
Now I've seen a couple of auras out of this set, and for some odd reason, I was down at my LGS and I was looking at Kamigawa cards that they had, and I started seeing auras starting to come up, and I think it's just maybe I haven't noticed it, but is that something that's common in the last couple of sets? Auras versus enchantments?
Yes, that's
it is.
Yeah, it's still pretty new.
Okay.
All right, we got a popular tournament card in multiple formats. Gets reprinted with its 5th piece of art.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, so it has to be a popular tournament card in multiple formats. So that could range to all formats.
It's a staple.
So it's a card we've seen
see all the time. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, Bob. Yeah. Something.
What, are we going to get a new opt or something? I mean, it could be a common, guys. I mean,
right. New adventurous impulse, but it's a werewolf ripping his stuff apart. Yeah.
It could be Soul Ring.
Yeah. Right.
But no, it wouldn't be a Soul Ring because Soul Ring only has 3 different arts.
No, it's a new land. It's a new land. Get it?
Well, no, because it is particular because it's its 5th.
No, I think Soul Ring has 5, right?
Well, no, you have no. There's different versions. So many because you have the Commander Green, Commander Black,
right?
And then you have the special Fancy Schmancy Secret Lair, and then I think there was a couple other
The
renditions. Masterpiece, yeah.
So there's already 6 for that. Yeah, I don't know.
Right. So this, I would assume it's a common or uncommon card with new art. Opt, I think, has several.
Hold on.
Right?
When you say snap, will break the new standard. You talking about the blue card snap? Is that you're talking about the one from Urza's Legacy?
Wait, who are you talking to?
Unbreakable. Yeah, in the chat here.
Okay. Oh, let me see. I see. Unbreakable's asking if Snapcaster Mage will break the new standard. And do you think that the hype of 2022 standard set will really pull the money for WotC? I don't think this. A lot of people are going to skip this set. So I love wolves and werewolves, so I am definitely going to buy at least a set booster of this, or probably what I can afford anyway. But yeah,
I can't imagine that they'll put Snapcaster in the standard set like this.
No,
there's no way.
We won't see that. Yeah.
No, you'll see him in Double Masters 2022 because he didn't make it last time.
I think we're gonna see this product go reasonably under the radar, and same thing with the second Innistrad set. I don't think either of these are going to get a huge amount of market play.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I don't know about skipping the set. There's a lot of good things in here.
Yeah, I'm in at least $4. I want to get more, but I'm in.
This screams singles buy.
Yeah.
I'll be quite honest. I think a lot of the like commons and uncommons are really kind of strong, right? I'm actually digging more of the commons and uncommons.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Breakable, who the fan favorite from Innistrad is, so I don't know.
I think Lily is, believe it or not.
That I can see.
I'm a Jun player, so.
Ditto. Yeah. All right, so here we go. A character from Innistrad once mentioned in a short story finally gets a card Innistrad set. Next, there are some rules packs.
No idea.
No idea on that either.
Yeah, ditto.
Yeah, so we have already got the angel. So if your life would be reduced to 0 or less, so that's the angel that needs a rule book on its own that we spoiled earlier. This spell casts 1 less for each creature you attack with this turn. Okay, we've seen that a lot, but we haven't seen it yet.
They reprinted Embercleave.
Oh,
so we did see the 5th one there, yeah.
Yeah, the card name enters battlefield. Note your life total. What? Okay.
We haven't. Yeah.
The slime counter on up to 1 target other creature. We haven't seen that yet. We did see the creature tokens you control lose all abilities and have base power toughness 3/3. We saw that one. Let me scroll down a little bit here.
Each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has, let's just say that has flashback.
I'm going to say flashback.
Sure.
Yeah. Instant and sorcery cards you cast cost X less to cast, where X is card name's power. We've seen that a lot.
Oh, I like that. What is that going to be on? That sounds something. That sounds like you could do a lot of really messed up stuff with.
Okay. And then put that many 1/1 counters on card name and create twice that many 2/2 black creature tokens.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It hasn't been followed yet, so I don't know on that one.
I assume that in the beginning of that, it's probably a sacrifice mechanic.
Yeah.
Sacrifice X amount of creatures, put that many 1/1 counters on blank, create that twice that many.
Interesting. At the beginning of your end step, if you have exactly 13 life, that's the win.
No.
That
was upkeep.
Yeah, that's also a number of cards in your hand.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's probably a different Tridecaphobia card.
You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost. Okay, we haven't seen that one yet. Yeah. And then we just have creature type.
Hippogriff Spirit. Yes. Yes, a Hippogriff Spirit.
That was desperately needed.
Yeah.
I think we
For my
had
Hippogriff tribal. Okay. I have no clue what that is.
the Fildegriff?
Feldegriff?
Thank you, Bob.
Huh.
Yeah. It's instead of everybody slaps, everybody haps. Everybody gets like opponents.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a very odd mechanic. It's a flying hippopotamus.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, I remember that card. That card was from Invasion, wasn't it?
Mirage,
it's a very old card. Yeah, original retro border. Yeah,
Chronicles, maybe.
I want to say it's Mirage.
Yeah, he's on it.
Okay, and then we got.
I want to go look at it now.
Human Soldier Werewolf.
That hits all the all the things.
Dragon Egg.
No, it's alliances actually. We were all wrong.
Shit.
Still, shit. That's probably almost as old as not quite as old as I am, but near. Leech Horror.
Fungus, Plant, and Drake, and my favorite, a Demon Dog.
Ooh, with all these horrors, Moxman's not here, but I think with these horrors, we're probably going to see a bit of reserved market move. There's some old school horror cards that would probably deal well with this shit coming up.
Yeah. And we got another Legendary Ooze, yay. And a Vampire Noble, which we've seen. There'll be plenty of those. But another Ooze, guys. So making that Ooze tribal a thing.
It seems like they're pushing it. I wonder if they're going to make like a commander deck that's just an Ooze-based theme.
I would love to see that. Just for.
I feel gross talking about it. Like I just want to like rub my skin, just get it all off.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like I'm a sucker for tribal. I love tribal so much. Like even when I play Pauper, like my go-to is zombies for Pauper.
Oh, hey, look who joined the stream. MTG Attitude, how you doing, bud? Big Fox.
What up, big guy?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, good to have you here.
What's up?
Yeah, well, you're joining us towards the tail end here, but I'm glad to have you, man. Thanks for joining. So we covered a lot of spoilers. Was there anything that you saw in the spoilers that you're like gotta have?
Honestly, I haven't really looked into the new Innistrad set at all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to,
Okay.
Say something different. But yeah, I am really interested in it. I think it's going to be a good set from what I have seen.
Yeah. Well, still from the get-go, the one-drop zombie though, that I really want to get. I think it's a box or buy a box as well. Where I guess what is it? You lose a zombie or something, you get a 1/1 counter on it. I have to look.
It's whenever you play a zombie, you get a +1/+1.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever you play a zombie, that one's going to be in Dredge and definitely a card that will probably sneak over to Modern for sure. But So we also just covered Rosewater's little teaser upon teasers. But since you made it, I got to find you the exclusive hype video for Innistrad. So this is another action thing here. It's going to show you some hardcore, intense fight scenes that you might experience in Innistrad.
Good old Jack and that.
I like that.
And I'm not sure where
That's good.
was going
Yeah,
with this one, but I think that they're marking our wallets with this one. I think.
Are you crazy? No. I'm just marking my territory. And you got in the way.
I do this all the time.
Good stuff. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's definitely them claiming our wallets there. Okay, I'm not sure they expect that one to leak out, quite literally.
That's
Nice.
That's awesome, man. I like that. Oh man.
I'd say what I've seen so far, I'm probably most interested in the galvanic iteration, the blue, red flashback to copy stuff.
Yeah, that's a
I
solid.
think that's a definite must get 4 of.
Okay, that one. What was the name of it?
Galvanic iteration.
Oh, the red blue one, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a copy spell and then flash it back to copy again.
Yeah.
And then you can just turn around before you flash back it back.
Wow.
Yeah. Just you can do so many dirty things with that card.
Better potent than predictable.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely gonna pick that up and slot it into Calomax.
I mean, I'm looking at changing my modern sliver deck into a commander sliver deck, and this slots right in. Just because I run out of certain amount of creature cards, so hey, I'd love to have an anticipate. Oh, you know what'd be really nice here? Having a double Chord of Calling. Wonderful. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So big bucks, Dave, man. It's good to have you on the show. Glad that you were able to make it. I did include a link down below, guys. He's a brand new content creator. You've seen him on Joey Moss's show, sending him boxes. I need to make that list somehow. If there's any older stuff that you are willing to crack, maybe I can get your subscriber count up or something. That'd be pretty cool. But I won't say no to product, whether I get to keep it or not. But you've seen him on Paz Brown as well, and Jake and Joel, right?
I haven't been to Jake and Joel yet. Actually, I was talking to I can't remember if it was Paul's or Matt Cass that I mentioned it today, but they one of them mentioned that, and I'm gonna check them out.
Oh yeah, they're pretty fun. Two guys. Their Discord it's constant all day. But no, it's good to have you. And I did you a favor too, guys. If you guys are just tuning in or you're watching this later, please go down into the description. And I have everyone with the exception of Kenshin in that mix, guys. So if you guys are looking for new content, definitely check out MTG Attitude. You got Pat the Popper here and MTG Gamingbob.
Hey, what's up, Pat?
As for me, what I usually do is I usually stream games on Twitch. I'm just starting out. I do like speed runs, and I'm gonna dab into Magic Arena once I get everything all set up. But I don't mind just doing the round table. I met DJ while I was watching Ken's interview with him because I'm good friends with Ken, Maya Jr. And I'm also friends with Joey too. But I'm just starting getting into the whole streaming game. I'm a big gamer at heart, and
we are looking at getting a spell table live. So if that's I'm just learning about this, but I didn't realize that something filled this hole we were all looking for. So spell table, if you have a top-down camera like Longhair is doing right now, if you have a top-down camera, you can play Magic from like me versus Longhair. Like right now, if I turn my camera on, I can play with my physical deck versus him, and it gets recorded.
Right.
So if we wanted to play me, Attitude, Kenshin, Longhair, boom, we all pull out our decks, and right now we start playing Commander.
Oh, gee, thanks. I do play Magic.
I wasn't sure. I thought you were all about the money side.
I was the
of
one
it.
that told you about Spell Table.
Pat, you said deck, right? Pull up your deck. Okay.
Well, I mean, you know,
that's DECK, just to clarify.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
I've got a pretty big deck, guys. I just wanted to show you.
Yeah, exactly. Hi,
I just ordered my top-down camera a couple days ago, so I'm waiting for that to come in. Most definitely, I'm definitely down for Spell Table. I do have an account because I linked it to my Magic Arena account, so definitely down to play when I'm not.
I just want to say, Bob, it's because I'm specifically scared of you.
Why? I'm a terrible Magic player as well. I've been playing for almost 30 years, and I still suck at it. I just like looking at the cards and buying them.
I'm damn it! I come and then I'll be ready for that, guys. So I was going to do it on this program. We can definitely get 4 players easy, and my computer can handle it. I need to mess with Spell Table and see if I could do this program and that at the same time, and see if that will work. But my computer's.
I have streamed a few Spell Tables, and I will say that it does get pretty system intensive, to do this plus a stream, and it does a lot of strange things, or it did, and they keep making patches for it, so they're getting better and better at it. It's not the oldest app out there. It's it's pretty new.
Yeah.
But I don't remember, was it Kenshin that mentioned it? You do have to have an account, the Wizards account, to be able to play. So if you want to play it, you do need to go out to the Wizard site and register. What used to be the old DCI, I guess, is replaced now with that Wizards account. So
is it Companion?
Yeah.
Well, Companion is the app, right?
Yeah.
But your account is like a WotC account. I don't know what specifically it's called.
Yeah, it's a WotC account. Because when you sign into Spell Table, it actually gives you your ID of your arena.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely want to pick up some games here. And also did want to mention, if anyone's a movie buff and wants to join me on Sunday, right around 420, because it's related to the name, we're doing Council. Thank you. Of the Red Eye Knights. We're bringing it back. Might get some cool movie ideas while you guys are sorting cards, but check that out on Sunday. We're going to be running it at 420, right on the dot. And my roommate's going to be joining me, and hopefully we'll get some other heads. And we're going to be talking about movies and shows that are making. And it's going to be fun. So I will probably, just in case anyone wants to smoke during the stream or whatnot, I will mark it as not for kids. And will be labeled because I want language to be able to fly.
What up, Funnel Queen? Good to have you here.
Hey, Funnel, how are you?
Yeah, good? Man, I know what you mean. I've had a couple of streaming ideas here and there, and I know that there's a certain conflict, with adult interests and some of this under 13 stuff. One of the nice things, if you tune into the YouTube Creator Studio, they've made some really good content about what you're able to do and consume during your streams. As long as you don't make adult material the specific content, you can do a live stream while you're having a adult beverage. Yeah. So as long as it's not like, hey man, I'm getting wasted. No, it's I'm opening cards tonight and I'm an adult. This is my IPA, which I enjoy. Slurp slurp. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're on it.
So, how's it getting started there at MTG Attitude? I mean, you've been fooling around a lot of content creators before, so you had a good start for sure. I mean, you're already 100. And would you start about a month ago?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I got a good cast of friends around me that kind of know what the hell they're doing a little bit as far as YouTube goes.
Yeah,
I know the Magic Arena, and then yes, I have seen people do stuff, but I'm out there just throwing out stuff there to see and just having fun with it.
Yeah,
and I was honestly talking to Matt Casabage today. He's like, "Yeah, you're already at like 120 subs." I'm like, "I don't even look, man," and I really have not. I haven't looked at any of it. I don't care. I just want to go out there and do what I can and just have a blast, and that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So
Well, I do pay attention a little bit because I am trying to get monetized. If anything, I want to get monetized so that will be more boxes I can crack. So that's my goal.
absolutely. Yeah, no, I got it, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, pleasure having you on here. Fortunately, I'm probably gonna go maybe another 5-10 minutes, and then I got to get going to the gym and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. So, what do you guys think overall? For I know you haven't really paid attention, MTG attitude to the new set, but for those that have, I'm definitely feeling the power down. But we're definitely getting a lot of combo pieces. So I personally will pick up this box. What's your take, guys? Let's start off with Pat.
So for this set, I think long term, holding a box of it on release is probably a bad idea. We're definitely going to see a dip within that 30 to 60 day period. Almost certainly. We do with almost every product, and this will definitely see it very hard. There's going to be singles of high value, and I think that'll be the biggest reason why we see sales of boxes in general. We're going to see a lot of product cracked, which I'm going to do. You're going to see it on my stuff. You're going to see it on 60% of the people you see here. Now, that aside, I don't think long-term a lot of the stuff we've been previewing is going to hold value. I think there's going to be a few things here and there that are going to make it. I think this is honestly just a builder to the November release of Crimson Vow, the vampire set. I think this is just specifically made to combo with what's coming up. And a few reprints, a few tasty treats here and there just so people buy it.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of switching over to set product.
Yeah.
Bob?
I talked about wallet fatigue in a video I did not too long ago, and having to change the way that we look at Magic from when I first started, many years ago, where you pretty much bought it was foregone conclusion that you're going to buy every product that comes out.
It comes out. You're
going to buy boxes. I think with the plethora of all the dizzying array of products that they're kicking out nowadays and the pace that they're kicking out, you're going to have to pick and choose the sets that you're going to pass. And when I say pass, I think I clarify that it doesn't mean I'm not going to buy some singles out of it, because there are some fantastic cards. For me, what that means for me, I've bought a few bundles and the commander decks, and that's probably the extent of what I'm going to do. I have no intention of buying a collector's booster. I have no intention of buying a draft, and I really don't like set boosters at all. The field pads from the list slot, for me, I get that people out there have had wonderful hits. Like I said, 76 packs, and not one set card that was, or one list card that was over $1.50. And I was like, okay, that's terrible, and it feels bad, and you can't draft with them. I just don't like them altogether for the set. I'm not going to rate. I'm not going to harp on that any longer. Plus, I think we're going to see increased prices. So if you're picking a set to pass on, for all intents and purposes, I'm passing. I agree that most of these cards are not going to hold value. Nothing wows me in the set. There's some really solid commons and uncommons, which will be super easy to pick up fairly cheap. And then maybe the land cycle, but that's a definite maybe on the land cycle, which is a shame, because I do like the artwork slightly better than the D&D artwork. So this is probably a pass, and my guess is Crimson Vow is going to be very similar.
Well, Crimson Vow is going to have the box topper, so that's going to be a huge
pshaw.
Yeah.
But if it's a box topper of a poop card, who gives a
as the guy that sells box toppers, I'm a big pass on this. This is carrots on waffles. Why would you? Yeah,
carrots on waffles.
Fair enough.
I like carrots on waffles. What are you trying to say?
Hey man, carrots and pizza sauce is one thing, but carrots on waffles.
It's terrible. Yeah. Again, so that's just how I feel, and I'm more excited about what's coming. I'll be quite honest with you, with the showcase that they released. There's a lot more that I'm hopeful for. and more excited about in the product lines coming up in 2022. You know, even Kamigawa looks more impressive to me so far from a direction than either of these two sets. I definitely love the art direction and the art deco from the Streets of New Capenna.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about Dominaria so much, but the Brothers War has me at least potentially excited.
And
So,
with the upcoming playability of artifacts in the next year, there's a lot that you already have physically in cards that is going to be able to slot in quite easily into Kamigawa, New Capenna, Dominaria United, Brothers War. All four of those, 4 for 4, coming up. All of those say, hey, I have a skull clamp. Which one of these doesn't that go in?
Yeah.
I have a soul ring. Which one doesn't that go in? Every one of these say, hey, I can help you out a little bit more. Here's a new sword in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Doesn't that just say I can kill indestructible objects? I have a nano blade edge or some such. You know, just some BS, some new stuff that they're going to put in, some hot, spicy.
I honestly, you know, Commander is my biggest format that I play. Like, just preference personally out there for anybody. I mean,
Yeah,
Commander is amazing.
My preference as well. Like, I was a big time standard and then legacy player, and then
so to be honest,
showing...
I'm saving my money, quite frankly, for the Commander Legends 2 Baldur's Gate. I mean,
me and you both.
That is my ding, ding, ding. Like,
okay,
attitude
knows it. Yeah, he sees it.
So if I could take $400 and put it in Innistrad in between these two, plus the crossover thing or whatever, I'm just going to save it and buy more boxes of Commander Legends.
Exactly. You definitely want to buy collector's boxes on the pre-order of Commander Baldur's Gate when it comes out, because if it does anything similar to what the last release did, it's going to go to the friggin' moon.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Kenshin, I'll give you your few minutes of fame here. What do you think? Are you going to play or pass on this set?
I'm actually going to go with Prof's idea, buy singles on what I need, and then I'll probably buy one box to support, the channel. But other than that, it's singles all the way for me.
Yeah, and how about you? I know you didn't see much of the set MTG Attitude, but what's your feeling?
My feeling is going to be as effective as Adventures of Forgotten Realms. It's like Kenshin just said. It's going to be single cards. Build what you got, or building decks off of that for sure. And it's just the way it's gone this year. It's so depressing. Sorry. I can't do it.
Well, I know I'm going to get one box. I have to. I should have.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, smart move. Investor-wise, you always buy a sealed product of everything, and you keep it. You keep it absolutely sealed. You never know what it's going to be. It's like a lottery ticket that doesn't go bad.
Yeah, true.
I'll be honest. I'm still going to pass even on the sealed on these weaker products for AFR, for the Innistrads on the powered down stuff. If you look back, not all sealed products are doing fantastic. Look at some, 8-9-year-old boxes that are still sitting, hovering around $120, $130. Not all of them are going to be home runs. And as the more that they print, like nowadays, I don't think that you're going to see that, right? And there's so many different variations of products. I think we're going to see a very different price scheduling moving into the future of what ages well and what doesn't. I think some of the ones that are going to be slam dunks, to be quite frank, are going to be like Modern Horizons 2, Double Masters, Time Spiral, maybe, of the recent stuff. So these weaker sets compared to those for the relative buy-in value, I'd much rather get one box of Modern Horizons 2 than 2 boxes of AFR, Innistrad, or Crimson Vow. So that's where I see it.
I would have loved the Adventure in Forgotten Realms if it was a little bit more spicier.
Yeah.
Like, I was a big D&D player with my brother.
We're getting that though. We're getting the set that it should have been with the Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. So
Baldur's Gate. Well, yeah.
It's not like that. The last Commander Legends was a bad set either, though.
Oh no! What I'm saying though is
I have 4 cases of it sitting sealed on my shelves over here of Commander Legends.
My man.
So I have 3 collector boxes sitting uncracked. So
you
love
dirty
Commander Legends.
dog.
Like I remember playing the original Boulder Gate game on
my
PC,
man.
which I still have.
I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and so I'd share that with everybody that's watching too. Exactly how I feel about which ones I'm buying. I have no problem if you want to ask where I stand on do I buy, do I pass. Moxman even talked about if he was here that there's going to be. This is no longer buy everything. It's now a buffet where you have to pick and choose what you buy into.
Yes.
Well,
do you want pork belly or do you want marinated?
Yeah, well, this set for me, I'm definitely gonna try to get more than 1 box, but only because I really want to make a Wolf tribal deck. So that's
Hey, DJ Longhair, you put up in our Facebook chat there. When I get some product, I'm gonna send you at least 1 pack.
Okay.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. Yeah, I mean, if you watch my videos, I don't mess around. I buy boxes, I buy cases. I'm gonna send you a pack. I mean, you brought me into the fold. I want to help put that shit back into the community. No kidding. I mean, I put in as much as I could into Moxman because he helped support me too. MTG Attitude, he just got another sub tonight. It's me. I mean, I'm putting back in.
Actually, I'm gonna go do that right now.
Unbreakable.
Thanks, bro.
That is a really good goal. Believe it or not, I think I have, I want to say 60% of all unlocked cards just as a free play player.
Wow.
That's bad.
Yeah,
there you go. One more sub, Attitude.
There you go. And we have Unbreakable Wit. He says, I will unlock cards on MTGA. That tells you he's going to buy a ton of boxes, right?
I've got to say, I haven't messed around with Magic the Gathering online, but I like that they have a resale community that you get some value out of it when you're done. With Magic the Gathering Arena.
They should have crossed those two. I mean, if I'm going to talk about MTGA and MTGO, I did have an MTGO account right when it first came out, back 2005 or whatever it was, and I bought a whole bunch, and it was a pretty feel bad after I kind of got out, buying in $3,000-4,000 worth of cards, and I cashed out with 200 or 300.
So, I remember when online first started. Believe it or not, the first online was Monolink. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was through Microprose. And
is that the one where you had a CD? I think I have that.
Microprose. Kenshin, you're older than I thought you were.
Believe it or not, I still have that game sitting on my PC right now too. But I think 7th edition is when they went to MTGO, and I still have my account there too. That gives me more options than what Arena does. Arena gives me my quick fix and all the standard stuff, and they're just starting to bring, if you want to call it brawl, kind of like Commander, give or take, without the Commander damage. We just got the 100 card in Arena, but I still like Bob said, you could actually, and Pat said, you could actually turn a profit on Arena, but then again, sometimes you really can't. It's really weird how MTGO fluctuates with things. Let's take a card trying to think what's the most let's say Primeval Titan. You could probably get that card for maybe 20, a 0.025 a ticket. A ticket's $1 in currency. There's something
the ticks. It's so transparent.
I'll say this: if Arena wasn't free, I wouldn't be on it.
It's not even free. It's that whole free to play kind of jazz. You know, like any of the Japanese games, the Korean games you get, it's free to play, but it's pay to win.
Not really.
I don't know. Listen, hey
Not-
man,
not-
I
not-
got about 85,000 coins and 11,000 gems in MTGA. I don't even know what to do with it. Like, I haven't paid a dime into it. I've done pretty good.
That's where I sit too, because you know I sit and like I do buy the Mastery Pass because I find it,
Yeah,
you know, worth it.
You get
well,
the,
but you can get it for free. I'm actually I have a video sitting in the can that I'm gonna put out this Sunday on
Bob.
like my how to do arena fast.
Bob, do me a quick favor, bud. Can you
Sure.
comment in the chat real quick? I'm upgrading you and Pat to Big Ranch Mofos.
Oh my goodness!
Rats, guys. Rats on the big.
Can I do
ranch.
that? Can I do that through the interface here, or do I have to do it through YouTube?
No, just you can interface here. Just say hi guys or something in the chat, and I'll bump you up.
How do you get a chat box to type something in?
If you're in the program, look to your right, and it should have all the comments.
Yeah, I have the comments, but I don't have a way to make a comment.
Really?
Yeah, there's no like.
You can post a comment at the bottom.
There's nothing at the bottom. Just somebody else's
You're in
comment.
private chat.
In StreamYard, there's nothing available.
Oh, in private chat, gotcha.
Yeah, because Pat, are you on regular or sorry? We're figuring out the program.
No, I actually went over to YouTube. I always keep YouTube open. That way it shows another person watching.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, I work for the state. I don't have to fuck around with programs. Yeah.
Okay,
so like if all of us have YouTube open, yeah.
Regular comments.
No, I went over to YouTube, and that's where I typed in Big Arm Squeeze.
Okay, got it. Well, Bob, if you can do that, I don't know if you can. I'll get you while I'm up. Yeah.
I'm not sure what you're asking me to do. I commented in private chat, so.
Oh no! On the YouTube chat.
Hey, John, what's
Hold
going on,
let me
buddy?
get back over there.
But yeah, I've been like Pat. How old did you think I was? Hey, John, what's going
By
on?
your voice, I guessed that you were between 32 and 35. But by the way you've been speaking, I had to guess that you were between 37 and 43.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm actually 45. So.
Okay.
Oh. I got you by a year, Kenshin.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. I'm 46.
But yeah, I mean, like,
Hey, you guys are making me the old man here. Thanks.
sorry, Bob. Well, maybe you should be Don Yoder over there.
That just means that you have a notable amount more experience in other things that we don't have.
Yeah, but that doesn't make me any smarter at all.
Experience matters.
The older I get, the dumber I feel. The more I realize I don't know shit about anything.
This means a lot to me. Like, after everything that I've been through, between losing my collection 3 times, and then just, this community has really, kept me going. Like, even my close friends that are still in the community, they help me give stuff to me and help me get some of my collection back. But I like to, just give it back when I'm able to. And, and like I said, this is something awesome. And definitely, if it wasn't for me knowing Ken and, I like to watch his stuff, and I would never have met DJ, and then I would never met, Bob or Pat, and now I met Attitude, and I love this. I love this community. Like, it's like I talked to Joey a few times. I'm friends with Sienna Rush, Chris's daughter. I'm also friends with Jesper and Ken, and I was friends with Quentin. I'm still friends with Quentin's wife too. So I've been around for a long time. Like, I'm just starting out and just wanted to test the waters to where, oh, look, it's streaming. I like watching streams. I want to join streams. And I started a Twitch a couple weeks ago, and I just do, like I said, speed runs. I do some arena play and stuff like that. So, but
And I'll echo on that. I kick out as much content as I can. I watch way more than I create. Yeah, I watch content daily of a lot of the other creators out there.
Preach.
And I appreciate that there's more and more content. So I applaud, you, Matt and Kenshin. I run out of content actually, for some of the ones that I want to watch, and I'll go back and watch older episodes.
Hey,
So
look who made it.
always room for more people and more perspectives on the game.
Hey, Pack.
Hey, Pack, how's it going, man?
Speaking of,
yeah.
Go ahead, long hair. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Well, glad you made it. Normally, I run this show about 2 hours, sometimes about an hour and a half. But MTG Attitude popped in, and I'm like, oh man,
sorry.
No, you kept us online. I'm up past my bedtime, all because of you, MTG Attitude.
Yeah. And here's the thing. So, I know long hair is on the West Coast. Like, I'm on the East Coast, and I'm more of a night hawk because I work third shift. Because, like I said, I'm sitting at the front desk with 16 viewers behind me, and I got really nothing to fucking do, and I get paid for it. So.
Oh, sweet, Pack. You're West Coast with me. Nice.
Yeah, I'm that regular 9 to 5 BS. I work at a DMV, so I'm East Coast. So this is late night to me, but I'm gonna go in and I'm a beast at what I do. I'm as happy as with my customers as I am with all of you here. So my attitude is welcome and applauded by not just coworkers but my customers. So and it's funny, it seems, I live in Vermont, which sounds like the middle of nowhere, but I also met the guy.
Didn't Pause up in that neck of the woods?
Yeah, Pause is up
in. So Pause is so I'm meeting up with Pause next weekend actually. We're gonna
that's gonna be awesome.
Get some subs and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity real quick to do a little bit of training. MTG Gamingbob, Breakable wants your YouTube link, so I added you and Pat as Big Ranch Mofos, so you guys can actually put links up too. So if you
you're gonna technologically challenge me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
on a live stream, awesome.
Oh, hey, no, it's all good. Just go back to YouTube and go ahead and put your channel link in there for him.
I'm trying to go grab my channel link as a matter of fact. Okay. I have a channel and I hope that people watch it because I do put effort into it. Yeah. But unlike a lot of content creators, and it sounds attitude like you're like me, it's not really the main focus of my channel to grow, so to speak. Yeah. That might sound a bit weird, but
no. Doesn't.
It's more just to try to share, some of my perspectives and
experiences.
Well, did that show up? Boy, that looked weird. It felt like I had things to say to the community, right? And it felt that I had, content that I could create and give to people. And that's really what I'm more about. I love being in the community, so that really strikes a chord with me. I'm really active in like Discords and on other people's channels, watching live streams. Try to catch them. It's my main form of entertainment, no doubt. Right. I definitely watch way more YouTube content about Magic than I actually play.
So I'm on the counter all day dealing with customers, so I just listen to YouTube all day long. The customers can't hear anything I'm listening to, so I'm just listening to like pack openings. I want to figure out the hit rate of a Modern Horizons box. Is it worth spending $269.99? Right. Tell me, am I getting the slivers that I don't have? So yeah, no, absolutely. I'm online. I'm consuming a lot of content, and I wish I could make as much that I wanted to. And that's one of the different things. Me and you, Bob, we have a little bit different format. I'm just doing straight up pack opening. So it's like as much product as I can bring in, I can open and make content on. Right. Whereas I don't have to think of an idea.
What's funny?
It's just, oh, hey, what am I buying? This is my idea.
My most popular video by far was my storage ideas, which was just answering one of my viewers. Is like, hey, what do you store your cards in?
Oh yeah,
okay, let me show you what's in my house. It's like doubled all my other videos.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a great vault video You know, where do you store your Magic products? Shit, the professor. Half of his content is what do I put my cards in? It's just literally, I went on Amazon and I bought stuff. I mean, anything. You know, I studied film for a while, and just the idea of going on YouTube and thinking of YouTube because it's owned by Google. Once you realize YouTube is a search engine, literally, they talk about SEO, search engine optimization. 65% of everything typed into YouTube is a question.
Yeah.
And that's a very odd realization. Like, okay, I want to figure out an answer. What's in a draft booster box? What's in Draft Horizons, Modern Horizons 2? Question marks. What do I get if I open? You know, that how to change a radiator in a Mazda 626. You know, you're figuring out, you know, everything is a question you're putting in. You're just trying to figure out answers. And that's one of the big things about like title optimization and all that BS. We're trying to answer questions. You know, is it worth it to buy this product?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of everything we're looking at. When Magic puts out a new video, when Gavin Verhey comes out with a new hot item at 9 a.m., is Flashback coming back? Well, that ended in a question. I have to figure out in the next 6 minutes of this idiot talking to me.
I'm your guy.
Yeah, right.
I'm that idiot.
Who's more stoned, me or Gavin? I don't know.
You know what? Hey, I was thinking about ripping off Rudy. Just find a burned out warehouse and just put a smashed up box of Strixhaven in there. I go, this like welcome to my laboratory. This is my collection right here.
So
you know, instead of him going through his warehouse with his armed guards and shit. You know,
I put up a shorts video recently of like an inventory coming in. And it was like $700-800 worth of just sealed product inventory.
Yeah, that's a good amount of stuff.
Snap. My mic probably cut it off, but I did a little finger snap. So it got instantly on shorts, almost 1,000 views. Instantly.
Wow.
Within 2 hours. Within 2 hours, 1,000 views. And I'm nothing. I at the time I was like 30-something subs. So it just YouTube picked it right up. It's the amount of money you show. Same thing when you see a Bugatti, you know, you see a new McLaren, you know, YouTube just picks it up. People see the money, they want that value in it. The same thing with Rudy. Oh, hey, I'm opening $1,000 worth of cards.
Yeah,
it's that little bit of flaunt. People want to live vicariously. That's why they love the videos of opening products 100%. That they can't have, that they don't
That's
have.
why I'm always going to be a really small channel, because I don't even want to know the YouTube algorithm, and I don't really care. Whatever I put out there is my heart and soul. If people want to see it, they'll come watch it. If not,
that's
they won't.
the flip side. You know, when people have you ever seen the guy that feeds hot dogs to raccoons?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So attitude
bear on there too, and a fox.
Yeah. Yo, that guy makes thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Literally thousands of dollars for feeding $5 of $5 of hot dogs to raccoons.
Yeah.
Just people love watching it. If you have something that's original and valuable, that's
here's the thing. Like I love Magic, right? And I do believe in divorcing what I make money at versus what I love. Because if I turn what I love into making money and that's what it becomes, then I probably won't love it that long.
Then you lose.
Right? I want to keep my hobbies and my
lose
passions.
interest in it. You'll lose interest in it because then it's weird like that. That's why we'll never get like a YouTube channel.
I don't know. If they paid me money to make sweet kisses to beautiful Asian women, I could probably do this for a long time.
Right.
Until you get hurt.
If it's content that I want to make and people want to see it, that's why Rudy makes the money he does. That's why Talarian has the
Well,
content.
I think there's a little difference there. Rudy had the foresight and the fortune to be in when the market was much smaller, right?
Yeah.
Like the first
Rudy was
Amazon
smart.
will never be
He's done
copied.
right.
So there is sort of
10
lightning
years
in the
ago,
bottle.
10 years ago, Rudy wasn't smart.
Okay, I'm just saying that he was
in
in at the right time.
2011. In 2011, we would all say he was not smart.
Okay.
It's like 10 years ago, if you invested into Bitcoin, you were not smart. But now that you have that 2020 vision, you see it. It's like again, I'm 33, turning 34. When I had the opportunity when I was in middle high school to buy Onslaught or Scourge and keep it sealed, I didn't have the foresight 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
It's like when I look at Bitcoin, I had the opportunity 10 years ago to buy in at double digits. Now, you don't have the opportunity now. They don't make new old stuff. That's the secret. They don't make new old things. That's why the market is so small in that.
Well, Rudy's also created a want as well. I mean, he's absorbed a lot of the Four Horsemen sets as well, and he's created that almost that need, to get it, and he can't because he has it all. Not all of it, but a good percentage.
$multi-million. I mean,
multi-million. Yeah, multi-million.
He's 8 digits. He's not messing around with 7. He's 8 digits.
Oh yeah. Oh,
well,
for sure.
And Rudy's a great carnival barker.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love him. And
he knows how to play the game. Every Friday night, 60 minutes earlier, he has a video. Every Friday night, he has a video 60 minutes before his special. He's a barker. He fills the hat.
I'm saying that he's great at all of that, selling himself, selling the product, creating that FOMO himself in the market, and everybody has a different sort of channel, hopefully, that different reason for being on, and different things that they do on YouTube, and he has a definite aim when he's talking. You always have to sort of take what he says with a grain of salt. And there's different type of YouTube content creators like me that there's no purpose. I don't even have a Patreon. I don't intend to have a Patreon. I don't do box openings for people. I don't want people sending me stuff. I have a different focus for my channel. If it ever makes money, great. If it doesn't ever make money, I don't care. That's not the point of what I'm doing. I think Rudy would stop if his YouTube channel didn't make any money.
Yeah.
He would do something else that's making money.
I kind of want to wrap this up in the next 7. It's putting us at 3 hours exactly.
Wow. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. No, I'm so glad that MTG Attitude, Big Box Dave's graced his presence for sure. And hopefully next week we'll get you going, pack opening Attic. This is a lot of fun. We talk everything Magic here, as you know. I think I hit you up a while back. I was also working on Delver and Matt, and I don't think we'll ever get Joey, but it'd be cool. I mean, you're better friends with him than I am, for sure. Attitude, right?
I talk to him pretty regularly, actually. Now it's kind of funny how that worked out.
Yeah. Well, if you have any pull at all, I mean, we'd love to have him on.
Most definitely.
I'll do my damnedest.
Yeah.
I will. So he's a good dude. He's just as real in person as he is on camera. Like it's not a facade at all. It's crazy.
Yeah, what's funny, he only lives like 20 minutes away from me.
Oh, you're in the Cleveland area? Okay.
Yeah, we actually have the same LGS. Ground Zero. Yeah.
Nice.
Ground Zero, and what was the other one?
Warzone Matrix.
Warzone Matrix. Yeah.
Interesting places. Anyways.
How about this? I want to support the community. Bob, do you have a way that I can send you Venmo or PayPal money? And then, now follow me. You take that money and you say, hey, I want to say Ground Zero, take some store credit. You take this from our community. This is MTG Roundtable. Our community says, Joey, we support you. All of our community supports you. Here's $20. Put it towards your next opening. Is there a way that I can put money from our group to you?
Yeah, well, donating directly or one of the there's a way, but yeah, that's not a bad concept there, Pat.
I mean, I believe in the concept of tithe. Hey, what up,
here's the
pack
problem.
opening
I would
Adam?
want to record that, and I've already talked to Marcus, and he shot me down for wanting to record in his store. He was like, "No."
That's
I was like,
fine.
"What?"
No, that's one of those things, you know. Have you? So
I could go talk to Marcus, sure.
I'm personally
And
a
I could go hand it
Satanist.
to him.
That's a little bit different, but one of the biblical terms is that you always provide in numbers of 3. Make the offer 3 times. If they deny you 3 times, the offer is done.
Yep.
I'm a one and done kind of guy. You're like, "Hey, can I record and promote your store?" No,
Well, that's
okay,
the thing.
I'm done.
There are some
Once breaking, you're out.
opportunities, you know, for me, you know, just a random stranger. Hey, I'll give you $20. You give this $20 to him 3 times, and if he says no, you keep it.
Like, I mean, we could talk offline about this. Just hit me up,
absolutely.
like,
yeah.
you
No,
can
I don't
work out
want to make
some
it feel
specifics,
weird.
but-
You know that absolutely.
Oh, it wouldn't make.
I'd buy that for $1.
Well played, DJ.
yeah. Sorry, I
No, you're good.
yeah.
I like the RoboCop reference. That was good.
Yeah.
Hey, big shout out to Pack Opening Addict. I'm glad you were able to stop by. Thank you for having us on your agenda tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, we got 4 minutes. Just to get a nice even 3 hours in. Yeah.
Should we show our decks?
Yeah, right.
Hey, I just recently got in my first ever order of Dragon Shield matte card sleeves. This is the first time ever. I have never ever once in my life double sleeved a card. Yeah. Tomorrow night I'm going down to my first Friday Night Magic Modern competition.
What are you playing?
I'm going to say it, and I'm going to be hated for it. Slivers. It's my jam.
I'm not going to hate you for that.
I'm not going to hate you for that.
Not you, but I know Moxman. One day he'll send this to me, and he'll be like, "Pat, I'm so sad. This is what you're doing."
I didn't think they were that good for modern.
Oh, they're not. They're not. That's the thing. Is like I am playing what is considered absolutely underpowered. I feel like the professor coming in with Merfolk. I know I won't do that well. Like, so it's a lot like with my ex-wife. With my ex-wife. I understand I'm not going to do that well, but boy, I'm going to have a fun time.
I would say I agree with you, Pack Opening. It's not like he's saying going in with a control deck or a land destruction deck. You know, that would make you hated.
Yeah,
but Slivers won't make you hated. They're going to love you. They're going to go, "Oh, great! It's the guy with Slivers."
Oh, yeah, right. Like, good. I could get to turn 6 or 7. Yeah,
that's like interesting. Like, I don't know. I mean, Slivers could be viable. Are you running 5 color?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the for slivers.
But in modern,
yeah.
Jeez.
So I'm running.
Okay.
Again, I'm not good, but I'm not poor. So I'm running first sliver, Hive Lord, Sliver Queen. You know, I'm running the whole gambit here.
Right.
You know, I have money to buy cards off of TCG and all that jazz. So I got, you know, those foil etch cards and stuff. I'm not running in there, you know.
Like I run the first sliver as a commander.
Oh, absolutely, Pack. I just sliced in my pathways because I bought a case of Zendikar.
But you're talking
OG
modern,
Zendikar?
like Commander slivers would be a little more.
No,
viable.
Zendikar Rising.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah. So again, I just want to reiterate: Zendikar Rising comes with those expedition box toppers. The toppers are running 45 to 47 sold. I'm the guy that all those sold listing are. I'm 6 out of 6 in the US. I'm the guy. So for some weird reason, buy the box for 85, sell the topper for 45. Can you get $40 out of 36 packs? Can you get? Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can.
So if you're the main there, Pat, I'm looking for a Japanese Jace versus Sandra dual deck. You got one of those?
Namaste. No. I don't mess around with the Japanese stuff. Only American. Hablo español. No. Hablo
Well, I mean, like, yeah. I'm still kind of sad. I had that seal.
I mean, I'm thinking about messing around with Italian cards, old school.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like some old school Italian prints?
Real quick, thanks for commenting. There's some good cards in Innistrad, but yeah, a lot of us are pretty much saying. Some of us are saying pass might be buy a box and put it on the shelf and let it collect dust. But
everybody, absolutely, every product.
Yeah. So there's that. There's some cards I want only because Wolf Tribal and Werewolves are cool, but that's it.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask everybody a question? Everybody here in the channel and everybody that's watching, just from a pure financial perspective, you can still go out there and buy a box of Throne of Eldraine for $110 if you shop wise.
Right.
You can go out and buy a box of Ikoria for less than that. You can buy a box of Commander Legends for $105.
Yeah.
But my spot.
I mean, are you really? You put that in your hands and you go, would I rather have a box of Throne of Eldraine for $10 more than a box of Innistrad?
Yeah.
How many of you say, if you had just the two boxes sitting in front of you, would reach for the Innistrad one over the Throne of Eldraine box?
You know what brings us back every time, though, Bob, is the fact that we know it's in Eldraine. We don't know everything that's in that Innistrad box.
Actually, with all these colors, we know it's going to be in it. You know what I mean?
We do.
And we'll watch other people spend their money first, which is what I highly recommend. Watch other people spend their money first and get your fix by watching other people crack it.
I mean, we're all gonna the 7 to 10 days before release. We're all gonna go and watch constantly, constantly owners on YouTube, people at their LGS opening up cards and packs and boxes, and then we're gonna realize, oh shit, the hit rate's all sorts of off. If I get a draft box, I can't get anything of value. I can't get my money back. If I buy a set, I'm fair to Midland. If I get a collector, hey, that's where the money is. And then we see the prices go to the moon. And if you're not like MTG Gamingbob and you didn't get your pre-orders in 3 weeks ago, your prices are effed out the A.
Yeah.
100%.
Actually, I'll be honest with you, I'm switching more to waiting. I'm doing less and less on the pre-orders. I felt a little burned by AFR, to be honest. It's the first time I've had to cancel pre-orders. I've never done that before. And
Bob, I just ordered my first AFR. I'm not joking.
And that's the wise thing to do. I think, honestly, because there are so many FOMOers out there at this point, driving up the prices artificially. I think that, and scratch this if you want to off the video, but I think even WotC's playing into that with the draft boxes and intentionally holding them back and distribution games and shenanigans of all sorts. That it's instead of making me FOMO out and wanting to buy it and have to have it right now, it's making me sort of pump the brakes and go, all right, I'm going to sit back and watch for a little bit and see if this is a product that I actually do want to buy. Because I know there's other products Ravnica Allegiance. I'd like to have more positions in that. I'd like to have more Throne of Eldraine because I didn't get enough. I'd like to get Core 21. I'd like to get more Ikoria if I can get my hands on it. at the same relative price. And when I say same relative price, if it's 10 or 15 bucks more, I'm going to go for a proven set that's
correct. Yep.
Going to age way better. Just let it
100
sit.
times out of 100 times.
Hey guys, valid point. And again, I think Pact is along with me. I have to get every set to stay current with everything on YouTube.
Sure, I get that.
So like Pact's saying he's the wrong person to ask that to. So yeah, because he's going to be cracking boxes. That's what people are going to want to see. And he says he's going to post plenty of Midnight Hunt. And then he says, Pat, you're not supposed to be able to get your money back unless you got a lucky box, which is true. It's weighted against you for sure. And let's see. Oh, I guess he got 6 guilds and allegiance a couple weeks ago. Nice, dude.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You sitting on those, Pat? Because that's what I would do at this point.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But bling.
Sit on it, yeah.
Like the surest way to lose money on Magic is to open it.
Yeah, exactly.
But, Jesus, yeah.
I'm going to be definitely cracking a box for sure. Probably,
and I'll watch
because they won't have draft available. That's another whole. We've been on that topic so often. Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh hey, just off the odd side, my camera for my webcam is coming in next week.
Oh, good.
And I'm getting a new bookcase, so I'm gonna have like a whole, setup and stuff for a back screen and only for the live stream. Just with you guys, I'll do the in-person, but I won't do that for my actual channel. It's going to be just a tease for you fellas here.
Nice.
Yes. God, I kind of like the puppy, man. Why'd you keep the puppy, bro?
I have no idea if I have any copyright infringements on that. I've been doing that for like 15 years, and it's just I'm about to buy a dog just so I can do that. Like I
like the dog, man. It's good.
Well, it's been super awesome. I want to keep talking, but gotta get some real life stuff done.
Yo, get that swole on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll probably be bouncing around arena. I still got a few. I still got.
I'm going to bed. I got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning to work.
I'll be still at work.
I don't know what you guys. I just retired. I'm fucking old.
I'm older than you, attitude. I wish I could retire. I'm 50.
Yeah, but I'm thinking also, guys, while you're all still here, we should definitely do I don't know, maybe a channel battle or something. That'd be kind of fun. I'll talk to you guys about it, and we'll cross promote on all channels and get something going. That'll be pretty fun.
Okay,
Awesome.
so just spitballing.
Yeah.
Bring the highest value pack you can. Whoever gets the highest.
I'm telling you, it would be a $4 draft pack.
Okay. You could do something like we all get the pre-release kits out of like I'd do that for
We could actually, yeah.
And
Why
do a
don't
pack
we all
battle
get
for the highest.
Why don't we do a sealed event? Like we all get
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. Is definitely get it pre-release. Maybe get Midnight Hunt. For some of us, that might be the only sealed product we get.
and we'll crack and play.
Yeah, exactly. Crack and play. That'd be dope.
I'm just spitballing.
Okay.
Just spitballing here. So I'm probably gonna buy another case of Zendikar Rising because that's as much as I can buy. Rudy Bobooty, the dick he is. So I'll buy 6 boxes of that. How about I get everybody's PO boxes or whatever? I send all y'all 3 packs and we do a sealed tournament.
Okay. 3 packs?
I got
3
no
packs?
issues. Or
Would be
you want to do 4? I'll send all y'all 4.
The pre-release kits normally contain 6 so that you can build a reasonable 40-card deck.
Bob, you're costing me more money the longer we talk.
But I'll be honest. I would be okay with doing
no.
a buying 6
I
packs
used
of
to
Zendikar
like you.
Rising.
I used to like you just a little bit more.
I'm just talking about playability. I'll go buy my own. That's fine.
No. I'm a community guy. Honestly, like I said before, I believe in the tithe. I want to I want to enjoy this. I would enjoy sending. I'll break open a box. I'll break open a whole box, 36 packs. We'll break it up.
All right.
I'm
Sounds
down.
fun.
I'm down. I'm super down.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
All y'all keep your stuff. We play our game. You bring out your basics. We do our stuff. We do our own MS, the fake, spell table right here. We do our 2 or 3 hour stream. We do our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good time. I don't care if nobody watches. It's the same thing, late at night. I don't care if anybody else is watching. I enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Sure. Well, we'll talk about that and coordinate, and I'll send you emails since you're not on Facebook Attitude. So, are you doing Discord or no?
I don't even know what Discord is. I'm
okay.
Wow.
Fair enough.
You gotta get in. You gotta get into Discord.
Okay.
Yeah,
Discord.
that one. You're not sharing your info at all, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you're
join up on the Facebook group. We're really active on there. Yeah.
But the Discord, I did put the link up earlier.
I saw that in the email. I did see that. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll just send you the links that way or whatever. But yeah, hopefully, I'm hoping because I can have up to 10 people in here, so I hope that we get a real big roundtable soon. And some bigger YouTubers would be sick too. I mean, I'd love to see Joey on here. He'd have a riot. I know he would.
He's hysterical.
Pack opening addict. He hopefully we'll get you in on one of these soon. I'm talking to other YouTubers as we go too. Delver Brews.
I'm in a couple of talks with a couple of people here and there as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, it's been super awesome. I kind of want to end with the very last hype video, and then we're going to go and call it. I think this is another intense fight scene that you can enact with your cards in Innistrad Midnight Hunt.
Hold on. I'm ordering a case of Innistrad right now.
Yeah, it hurt me so much.
Totally changed my mind.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to find new ones next week because I blew through them all. All right, guys. Well, hey, it's been awesome. Thank you for everyone joining us here on MTG Roundtable. We do this every Thursday. Make sure you guys check out. I got another super delayed tacos up right now in the shorts. Get in on that. It's just a little fun, for my subscribers. You're gonna get some taco. You have a chance to get some taco cash next week, and then again, we're shooting for Sunday for Council of the Red Knights. It should be pretty fun. Maybe you might get some movie tips of stuff to look up to watch because we're gonna be covering a couple recent movies. So good times. All right, thanks again, guys, for joining, and we will catch you next time.
Take care, guys.
Have a good one. Bye.